This is Jordan Henderson, and you're watching Team Kop-ish.
See, now you're tuning in. It's the main free back again. Ripping LFC to the end, so go on, tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're 10 champions. We the best, we come again. Kopish clean up in every region. Innovation in every season. Cal dropping all the fast match, dropping real rap. And Drifty Quan, tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kopish. This is Kopish. Reppin' Liverpool to the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that. This is Kopish. This is Kopish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kopish.
This video is sponsored by OK Jersey, rated an impressive 4.5 on Trustpilot, people. And with the World Cup coming up, you are going to want to make sure you grab one of these jerseys. £15 is all you have to spend for these impressive jerseys, and you can rep your country and your flag properly. Make sure you hit the promo code Kopish, Kopish, for a further 8% off. Visit okjersey.com now. Go and grab yourself a shirt.
Yes, people. Big up. Welcome. Got a packed show for you guys with an esteemed panel, as you can see already. And let's get into it. First and foremost, though, mental health check for everyone. We've got 5 days left of the month. Fellas, everyone good? Everyone blessed? Everyone
good, bro.
Big up.
That's good.
Big up.
I like it.
Is it mental health month?
It's Men's Mental Health Month, yeah.
Yeah, man.
See, this is the reason why we've got to bring the awareness. Jay didn't even know. Imagine that.
I didn't even know. I honestly didn't even know.
Jay
Yeah, man.
even know.
Big up Drifty, man, for pointing it out, though, man.
Yeah,
big up Drifty, and especially Ends that just been going mad about this medal.
Yeah,
it's good that everyone knows, bro. It's good because I didn't know at the start, man. But, bro, men matter as well, innit? That's what you got to understand. Men matter as well, bro. So
I've got a few medical needs that I need looking at. Does that count?
no. Mental.
Oh, man.
And also make sure you do go over to OK Jersey, guys. Hit that code. New stuff every single week. So guys, even if you was on the website last week, check again. New stuff constantly being updated. So great site. Make sure you get over there, guys. Everyone good though? Everyone blessed? Everyone doing all right? I mean, apart from the obvious, I've got 2 coolers pointing at me and I'm still hot. And God knows what my electric bill is going to be like because they've been on constantly for a whole week. So,
yeah,
you know what I mean? But
I've got
everyone
one of my kids just standing there, fanning me down, getting paid for it.
You like Cleopatra?
Yeah, fanning me down.
Yeah, fed grapes as well.
You might see the odd grape come across the screen.
Oh, my God. What are we dealing with there?
That's why he's not suffering with mental health.
I know.
I know one thing. No one's making baby
this
week. I know that. Continue that right now.
I know you can't drink alcohol anymore, Dean, but you know there's alcoholic KA now.
What?
I'm drinking the pineapple one. It kind of bangs, bro.
Oh no, man. They can't start bringing out these stuff now. I don't drink. Nah.
Yeah, it's mad, bro. It's mad.
That's wild.
Alcoholic KA.
Yeah.
That must be refreshing.
Ain't that a juice?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's cold. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not obviously not to make you feel bad, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I know you're the only one who know what I'm talking about.
It's too late. I feel bad, man. That must be refreshing, bro. In this
Oh, I know. KA.
I can't lie. I
drink KA, Jim.
Oh, if you drink, yeah, bro, the alcoholic one is not, and it's actually reasonable as well. 2 for £3, so it's not even like it's like crazy expensive.
2 for £3. Oh, for alcohol, that's a bot. Nah, what percentage is it?
Really good.
6%, bro. So it's not too bad, you know.
Is it vodka?
A little vibe thing, little.
Yeah, no, rum. It's infused with rum.
It's rum as well.
I love rum.
Yeah, infused with rum. Yeah.
But Drifty, you know, certain people are trying not to drink this month.
Have you got like a pineapple version?
Yeah, that's what I'm drinking now. Yeah, I got.
Oh, mate, I used to call them panty rippers when he used to go on tour. Pineapple rum, anti-rippers.
I don't even know why I'm giving them free advertising. These people need to start paying us before we big up their stuff.
I was going to show it, but don't show it because it's too much free.
Oh no,
stuff.
I poured it in a glass, but it's half ice in this glass. This is straight. I can't drink nothing that ain't got ice in it, man.
I don't like drink out of the fridge.
What?
What you mean when it's cold?
Yeah, I only drink drinks at room temperature. I don't like cold drinks.
In this heat, bro.
Yeah, man, I can't have cold. I don't put.
No, Jay, that's diabolical. That's
Well, you got sensitive
absolutely
teeth or something? Sensitive teeth. That's the only reason I can think of.
I've got a sensitive ass. It's ain't a joke. No, ain't a joke. Ain't a joke. I can't. I can't.
Everything's lukewarm.
It's a real medical thing. I can't have really cold stuff in my stomach.
Okay.
But yeah, all right, let's get into it, people. Let's get into it. The craziness out of the way.
Yeah.
As you guys can see from the title, Arsenal are looking at Jones. Now,
What?
Remember, Curtis Jones has 1 year left on his deal. Now, I'm going to caveat it 2 into 1. So there's 2 reports I want to bring to you guys, and then we're going to talk about this. So the first one is Arsenal are looking at Jones, and the second one is Liverpool are actually willing to let Jones go for free next year.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tie the 2 together because we're talking about Jones, so let's just talk about Jones in totality. So I'll start with you on this one, Dean, and then I'll work my way around clockwise. How on earth, A, do Liverpool think another player leaving for free is okay? And 2, if rivals like Arsenal think he's good enough, why don't Liverpool think he's good enough?
Bro, I can't believe what you've just told me here. Arsenal are looking at Jones. Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm telling you now, yeah. I understand Liverpool letting guys go for free because, if you mug me off, I'll just keep him and I'll let him go for free. Like, see what in the Milan, that bid took the piss for one. Was it 20 million?
20 million.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
I'll keep him. I'll keep him, and then you can go on a free. But if Arsenal, don't upset me. Don't upset. Give him a new contract, bruv, and then sell him in a couple years' time if you don't think he's that good. Let him sign. And furthermore, bruv, let him come back to pre-season. Let me see what Jones is. Let's see what he can cook under this manager, bruv. That's what I'm on. If everyone's got a clean slate, let him get back to pre-season because he'll be back before everyone else. Everyone's at the World Cup, he's here. And then put a statement out there, and put a statement in pre-season and show the manager what you can do, man. Because if you're staying this year, you might get a contract if you do well.
Yeah.
You get me? So yeah, man. I'd rather him go for free. I don't want to sell him for 20 million. I'd rather keep him this season than let him walk next season than sell him for 20 million. Seriously, man, I can't. It's mad.
Right, interesting. Jay, what are you thinking about this one?
It's weird, ain't it? Do you remember that rumor years ago that Curtis Jones was an Arsenal fan? Does everyone remember that weird rumor?
Yeah, I remember that rumor. Yeah. That was definitely a rumor, though.
I think it is because he probably enjoyed their style of play under Wenger or something like that as a kid. Maybe that's what it is because the way Jones likes to play, he's technical, ain't he? So maybe it was that point of view. I ain't gonna lie. I think Curtis Jones is a really good footballer, and he would do well at a lot of clubs. So I can understand clubs wanting him. Liverpool don't value him as highly as us fans do, by the sounds of it. I think it comes down to that. They value players to a certain extent, and that's what the contract they give them. They think they deserve. They look at. Let's put 2 midfielders together. Yeah, Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones. Liverpool hold Szoboszlai, in my opinion, higher than they do Curtis Jones as a player. Yeah. So they're probably willing to give Szoboszlai the contract he wants to keep him. With Curtis Jones, they probably don't feel like at 25 he's done enough to be a first-team regular. So they're not going to give him first-team regular contract, which he wants. So as a fan, I love the guy. I think he's a very good footballer, and I think people will see that when he does leave Liverpool. But the club obviously don't see it the same way. And, it's going to be a shame, but I wouldn't sell Curtis Jones for 20-odd million because I actually think that makes Liverpool look weaker in the transfer market. Yeah. Didn't the Brighton centre-back go to Tottenham for 50-odd million on a year left in his deal or something as well? So it makes Liverpool look weak in that area. So unless a really good deal comes in for 40 million, then you start talking. And anything other than that, I'd rather keep him a year and let him go for a free. because it makes you look
okay.
weaker selling him that cheap.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, same wave as Dean. Fair enough. Fuzzy, talk to me, bro.
Bro, I was one of those people that didn't want him in the team anymore because of like he's been here for a long time and he hasn't broken into the first team. But last season he changed my mind in so many ways. What changed my mind about him is his versatility as a player. You know what I mean? He's willing to play anywhere on the pitch for this team to, you know, stay in the team as well. And one thing we shouldn't do more than anything to send a statement out there is strengthen our rivals. They haven't got a player like Curtis Jones at Arsenal. You know what I mean? They've got Zubamendi, I think Rice in that midfield. After that, what is there really? There ain't that much. So if we strengthen them, they're only going to get better. And he will prove a point as well at the same time playing for them. So I'd just say keep him. And it's like Dean and Jamie said, if he goes for free next window, obviously next season, it's okay. But I honestly think he could prove the new manager wrong. Everybody's got a clean slate, obviously now. Just prove yourself, innit? You're 25, you're experienced, you're almost in your prime now. So go and prove yourself as a player. And, you know, with him being versatile, it helps a lot, if you know what I mean, for him to stay, you know, even longer at Liverpool Football Club. Yeah, listen, I was one of those advocates that say get him out, you know what I mean, because he's been here too long. We haven't seen any improvements. But after last season, he won me over. He won me over, man. He's willing to do anything to be in the team, and he's willing to sacrifice his, you know, position in the team to play in different positions to help the team. So yeah, I say keep him.
I hear you, bro. Mac, talk to me, bro.
I'm going to piss everyone off here. I'm sorry. I did this on my show. I think it was the last two shows ago. I actually don't think he's that good anymore. I actually don't think.
Okay.
Like, look, you got to work it out like this. And this is, look, we're all Liverpool fans and we love our players. That's a fact. Yeah. And we proper hype all our players up to the max. That's a fact. Like, when I see Jones, I must be watching Jones through my red tinted glasses, because this guy's been available for nearly a year and everybody knows his contract's going down and everybody knows he's cheap, really cheap, like less than half the price of a guy that got relegated twice. Fernandes got relegated twice. Relegated with Southampton, relegated with West Ham. Jones is less than half the price of him. Like, we are looking at something different than everybody else because nobody wants him.
He's a different style of player to Hernandez.
Just nobody wants him, though.
They're not even the same type of player.
He's so cheap. He's on cheap wages. Nobody wants the guy. There's clearly something there that we're not seeing.
But don't you need to came out? Don't you?
But that don't mean a player's not good, though.
Exactly, man.
Mate,
I've seen multiple players.
What it means that none of the Premier League think he's good enough for their club to be a starter, because what he wants is he wants to be a starter. I think he's played like in the last, I think it's like over 200 games for Liverpool. I think he's played about from the start, like being picked. I think it's maybe 60, 64, something like that. It's really not a lot. Like, if you think of a guy that should be starting every game.
But don't forget, came out each time he tried to get the momentum in his game, he got injured. He got injured last season every single time.
It's really
so we got to like, and not only that, he's willing to sacrifice, you know, playing different positions, you know, just for the benefit of the team. That's what I like about him now, K-Mac. Listen, 20 million is not enough. 20 million to me is very, very cheap.
Jamie knows I'm a massive fan of Curtis Jones.
I remember we used to do streams together. I remember. I was the only one that was wanting him out.
Nobody wants the guy. Nobody wants him. Like, I think he could fit in a PSG team, but nobody.
Matt, you got to remember that 20 mil isn't what we're willing to.
It's not 20 mil though. Bro, come on.
That Inter Milan
35 mil, mate. It's 35 million. It's less than half than Fernandes. Like, that's the asking price.
That's crazy though. No one wants him.
That's mad.
Like, he's on less than 25 grand a week.
Then you'd rather keep him though, K-Mac. You know what I mean? You'd rather keep him.
It's wild. Yeah, let him go on a free.
There you go.
Ram, talk to me, bro.
I don't understand why as a football club we have to allow these players to go on a free when the model of Liverpool has always been about maximizing on the asset of the football player. It doesn't make any sense to me. The reason why we got the money that we got for Coutinho is because that guy signed a 5-year deal with us the January before he put in the transfer request. It's just sometimes I don't understand what the club's doing, and I said this on multiple occasions. We are not in a position to sell anyone, because I think we still need a good squad. Our squad is okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. It's okay, but yeah, it's just I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
I mean, my 2 pence on it before we move on from this subject would just be, I don't understand why the club continue to let players go for free. And I don't know why the club continue to let people get down to 1 year left on their deal, where it becomes more in the player's control more than it does the team's control of what happens. That's the part I don't understand more than anything. It also confuses me that we get some deals done so quickly we don't even know there's negotiations happening. And then there's other players that we hear rumors it took 3 years of negotiating. That literally is the opposite ends of the spectrum. I don't understand what's going on with all of that situation there personally. But I like Jones. I think Jones is an underrated player.
Yeah.
Who can, as Fozzie said, play multiple positions in the team, which is why I think he's a good asset. And I just think it's wild that the club are going to let another homegrown player as well go for free rather than paying what he's worth. When I hear some of the prices that we're talking about, that we want to give wages to people who we think are worth the wages, but then we hear that other players just want a little bit of something to feel like they're valued and they're not giving it, like Ibu's contract, just bonuses. They just won't give him any bonuses. Apparently, Curtis Jones, from what I've read, wants to make in and around 150 grand a week. I don't see why that would be seen as bad when we've got players that are on 200 grand a week that don't deserve to be on 200 grand a week. So, like, for me personally, I'm just confused about the whole situation. But look, we'll see how this one unravels. I'm going to tie that into the next one, and I'm going to bring in another player, and that is Harvey Elliott. So the talk today is that Harvey Elliott won't be sold before getting a chance to impress the manager, or for the manager to see him in training and then understand from then whether the manager feels like he can be kept, he can be used, or whether he's not useful in the squad. So I'll come back to you again, Dean, and then go around. Are you happy with that news? Sad with that news? Do you understand that news? Where do you sit with the whole situation with Harvey Elliott?
Yeah, I think he deserves a chance, because every time Harvey Elliott was in the Liverpool team, he tried his hardest. Don't get me wrong, I don't think he's good enough. Personally, I've never rated him like that. I just think he's too lightweight, slow for the Premier League. But one thing I do give him, he'll give his best. He'll give his heart out. And the thing is, I'm willing for him to get in there pre-season, see what the manager, see how he works with him. I'm willing to give him that chance. Me personally, if Jones and Harvey Elliott's in your team, we're in a bad place. That if they're first team regulars, I feel like we're in a bad place. They need to be squad players. Obviously, everyone can improve, but I just think that if they can get in the team on a regular basis, yeah, man, we are in a bad place, bro. But yeah, I'm willing to give him a chance, bro. Willing to give him a chance, but you get me. If the manager can prove me wrong, yeah, I'm happy for it, bro.
Interesting. Jamie, what are you thinking about the Elliott situation?
I like Harvey Elliott. I think it's quite. I understand what Dean's saying about the things you're saying about a lightweight, no pace, and things like that. So, genetically, things are against him sometimes, but you can see he's quite a cultured footballer when he's on the ball, that sort of thing. And he's quite similar to Jones in that aspect. I think Jones has just got a bit more to his game than Harvey from a physical standpoint. I can't see Liverpool keeping Harvey and Curtis if they go buy another midfielder. I can't see them both staying and then we go and buy another midfielder. Because they got to think about game time and with Harvey, because he's younger, I can see Harvey going out on loan and Curtis still staying unless someone pays the transfer fee that Liverpool wants. So Yeah, I think, look at Harvey, getting an idea of him at pre-season, which, by the way, is the right thing to do for the manager.
Mhm.
You know, he wants to see him fresh with his own eyes, see what he can do up close and see how good he is, considering a lot of people ain't going to be coming back from pre-season until apparently the end of the American tour that are in the World Cup. It gives him a massive opportunity to see what Harvey and Curtis and players like that can do in the pre-season tour of America. So Harvey's in the shop window with the new manager, which can only be a good thing. And I hope Harvey stays. I do like Harvey. I think there's something about him. He's an option off the bench, can play multiple positions. You know, can cover right wing, and you wouldn't want him there, but he can cover it. Can cover the 10 position. He can cover the 8 position.
Yeah.
You know, mostly on that right hand side, I would say. When he's over on the left, I don't think you get the best out of Harvey in that left central area, but in that right central area, I think Harvey can be employed to do a job there. So I'm all about keeping Harvey. So as Ram said, we need a squad.
Yes.
And he's a good squad option. It'd be interesting because, you know, I think Liverpool is still in the window for a midfielder, and the news about Trainee only may be going on loan. Yeah, maybe Harvey does stay after all.
Yeah, I hear it. First, I'm going to put the question to you a little bit different so that we don't keep regurgitating.
All right.
So we've got the situation with Elliott being given a chance, right? I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat say things like, these lot aren't good enough. It's a sad state of affairs if these guys are in the squad. Do you think people are unrealistic, or do you agree with them in terms of thinking you can just have this whole squad full of Kvaraskelias and nobody's going to get annoyed? It's not going to cause disharmony. Like, I'm of the opinion that players like Jones are what makes squads good, because not only can they facilitate when they play, they are also kind of an understanding of, like, I know my place in the squad.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? If you have 26 Mo Salahs, what do you do with the ones who aren't playing and they're going to kick up a fuss and be angry and all that? So obviously give your opinion whether you rate Elliott, but what do you think of the whole people just wanting everyone in the squad to be some world-class player?
If we was that team that can sign players on a regular... Sorry about my voice, guys. I've got, sort of...
So it's sexy, carry on.
If we had those, if we had that, if we was that kind of club that can sign whatever they want, I'll be fine with it if they leave and we get finance for them. But what you got to look at is, guys, like, we got rid of a lot of players last season, and if you look at our bench last season, how often did we look at the bench last season and see someone come off the bench and change the games? Nothing. The season before, when we won the league, before we faced PSG, everybody was saying we was the best team in the world because we was good on the pitch and off the pitch. People coming off the bench. You know what I mean? And these guys was part of that. Don't forget Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones. So with me, if we can't get the right finance for these guys, I say keep them as squad players. It's like Jamie said, squad rotation is key. And that's what we've been missing. We could work on it. You know what it is, guys? The problem with the fan base sometimes, please don't, think I'm having a go at people. We overthink things. We don't think about here and now what's happening, at our football club. We're in a disarray, if you know what I mean. We've got a new head coach in a couple of years, already, in a matter of a couple of years. So we're in no position to pick and choose what we need and all that stuff. If we could strengthen the team some way, somehow, get more quality players in and keep the players that we already have, so be it. So it gives us a platform for next season to get the players that you want as a fan base to replace these players eventually. So this season, I say keep these players if you can, keep them on the bench, let them be squad rotation, and get the marquee signings through the door. So next season we could decide what we could do with them. I honestly think we just overthink things. We don't look at the position we're in at the moment. There's a new head coach here. He's got a lot of work to do. We can't make his job complicated anymore. You know what I mean? Let's make it easy for him, man. So let's support what his decisions are going to be. If it means keeping Harvey Elliott, don't forget Harvey Elliott. The season before last, when we won the league, he played a crucial role coming off the bench. Not only in the Premier League, in the Champions League as well. We beat PSG away with his goal. You know what I mean? So he can contribute. The thing with Harvey Elliott is, ever since he had that dislocated leg, he hasn't been the same. Everybody knows that. Jurgen had the high hopes for him. It just didn't work out. You know what I mean? And ever since then, he's been hesitant. You know what I mean? When things like that happen to you, you're not the same player mentally anymore. So sometimes with belief, when you believe in players, it helps, if you know what I mean. So let's have that belief with these players. And there's an important thing you guys said as well about these two players. They're not only going to be good with the team on the pitch, they'll be good off the pitch as well, because they're club supporters. They love the football club. So they could tell them what the football club is all about, especially the new signings and all that stuff. So yeah, support them in that way. As I said, this season, we're in no position to pick and choose what we're going to do. If the squad is going to get better with them being on the bench, let's do it, man.
Very good point there actually made about the players being able to help new players understand the team. I think people underestimate that skill. And with so much change at the club, I do think it's important to have people here who understand what it means to actually play for Liverpool as well. So I agree with you on that, bro. Matt, what do you think about the situation with Elliott? Would you keep him? Would you sell him? Do you think it's good that he's going to get a chance?
I think it's a bit weird, isn't it? That like we could have sold him for 35 million to Aston Villa if they'd have obviously played him enough.
Yeah.
That was the deal, and we won 35 million for Curtis Jones. And Aston Villa are also looking at Curtis Jones. Like, are we going to make the same mistake twice? Are we going to make the same mistake twice? Look, for me, Elliott's not good enough for Liverpool. Like, he's just not. Sorry. He doesn't even fit Andoni's style of football, to be honest, because he's not fast enough. And he also can't challenge players. Like, remember we had that experiment where Jurgen decided he had to play him in midfield for some apparent reason, and he was just dreadful. And he was constantly.
Whoa! He wasn't dreadful.
It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault because he shouldn't have been there. But Elliott's good for like 20 minutes.
Whoa!
Henderson,
He wasn't dreadful. Hang on, he was really good in his first couple of games, and then he destroyed his ankle.
Can you let us finish?
Oh, was that the season? I'm trying to think, when did he even play in midfield?
He took Henderson's place. I remember.
Yeah,
It was part of a free, Drifty.
So for me, look,
when he came back from injury.
I mean, Dean's right. Dean's absolutely right. Like, if we're starting Elliott and Jones next season, then we are in trouble because we need better players. Like, and look, I love Curtis Jones, but Inter Milan won't even offer 30 million for him. So he's obviously not rated that much, and no one else in the Premier League throwing their cash around, are they? So for me, we need better players, and we need players that the manager wants. And that's a problem. Like, it's been a problem in the past. Like, we need players that the manager wants. And the managers wanted Munoz, that we've got, potentially getting the Romanian right back, who he likes. You know, he's looking at Fran Garcia, who he really likes as well. You know, this is the kind of thing I want. Like, I want my coach, my manager, to be inputting on the players that he wants. And I don't think he's gonna keep Jones. Like Jones wants to be the centerpiece. Like, he wants to be the guy. Like, and by the way, he's 25, and fair play to him. Like, you know, he's gutted he didn't go to the World Cup. Elliott's had a completely terrible season, even though he did win a trophy. But, you know, I just think it's pastures new for some people now, and we kind of move on. And, you know, if we're flexing money like we are, like how much we're looking to pay for some players, then they're going to replace those ones.
Fair enough. Ram, quickly on Elliott, how do you feel about him getting a chance, bro?
Well, one of the reasons why he wasn't given a chance is because the manager didn't really like him that much, which wasn't his fault, because when at the start of pre-season, his first season, he was actually looked pretty good, then got the injury, and then hasn't come back ever since. Look, I think we're at a point where we don't know the actual true quality of some of these players. Like, the true quality of these players, we just don't. Like, I'm looking at our midfield options right now. So we got Wataru Endo. We don't even know if he's going to be here or not. We've got Florian Wirtz, Soboslai, McAllister, Jones, Gravenberch, Elliott, Nioni, Bajcetic, and McConnell. That's our depth. That is not, I'm sorry. When I say we are in no position to be selling players, We aren't. We are not. Some of the players that I think that are in this team, I'm not a big fan of. I still don't think we are in any position to get rid of them. Like we need to bolster this squad.
Yep.
You compare it to what Arsenal did. Look, I don't particularly rate Arsenal's team, but the one thing that they had was that they had depth in their team. Whether you like it or not, they had about 800 centre backs in their team. They had competent right backs and left backs that fill in the role. They got about six or seven central midfielders, and some of those left backs could play in midfield as well. And they got a bunch of wingers and forwards who I don't particularly rate, but when you have a team that is competent and has a good amount of players within each position, you're going to do quite well. Yeah. We don't have that. The one thing that Harvey Elliott does, look, I know people aren't a massive fan of him. I think, look, if he had a little bit more pace in his game, I think he'll be a bigger problem for a lot of teams. I think he'll be play a bigger part in this team as well. But the one thing he is a very good footballer. He is a very, very good footballer. And has he shown quality in a Liverpool shirt in his Liverpool career? Of course he has. He has shown quality. Klopp's last season, how many times has we seen him cut inside on that left foot and bang it bottom bins or top bins? Tottenham comes to example. Last minute goal against Crystal Palace. There is quality there. And I think when you have all these players and you look at the depth beyond the starting 11, it's not good.
Quality is not there, mate. No.
So we need to not think about selling players and think more about bolstering this squad. It's the same with Curtis Jones. It's going to be the same answer for Harvey Elliott.
I got a question for the chat, and if anyone in the panel agrees, then feel free to answer. I've seen a lot of people saying, for an example, Neone can get a chance if we get rid of players like Jones and Elliott. Yeah, I'm not even saying that's wrong. I'm not saying that Neone doesn't look like he is a talented player. He looks very talented. I'm excited to see where he goes. But is that not just that typical? I don't even know if it's millennium way of thinking now. Whatever, it's like, something new. Something new means it's better. New. Who knows that Neone is a better footballer than Curtis Jones? Do you know how long Trey got to go to get to Jones's level? But I just think because no one's seen him yet and it's new, and was like, it's new though. I don't care. Get rid of Jones and bring in it. Jones looked exactly like Trey when he was his age. He was captain of the under-23 team.
He was better.
That's my point though, Ram.
We've got a problem though, Drifty.
And winning Champions League, their version of like Champions League games and scoring hat-tricks and doing all of that. And then when he came into the first team and played regular, then people were like, don't know if he's good enough. How is Trey better than Jones? Why? How is it? I just don't understand how anyone can be like, Jones ain't good enough. Play Trey though.
We've got a problem though. And the problem is the season we just had. Like, players won't stick around because they want to be first team, because the guys just served us shit sandwiches all season in midfield. So Jones wants to be a first team starter because he thinks he's better than Gravenberch. He thinks he's better than McAllister, because last season he bloody was. Like,
he was.
You know what I mean? And look, we really, like, the last 18 months really effed us up with players, because contracts and players like not wanting to be at the club anymore. Like Mo Salah, like ripping up a year's worth of contract, like 30 million, like just threw that away because he didn't want to be at Liverpool anymore because of the last geezer. But it's just Elliott went to Aston Villa to be a starter. That's why he went to Aston Villa, and then he found out that the manager didn't really rate him. He was kind of bought by the previous director.
He said he wasn't him. Yeah.
Monchi, who then left. So he got kind of left in the
It was
lurch.
also financial, though, bro.
Yeah.
They didn't know Buendia was going to have a resurgence.
Yeah.
And then they wanted money to spend because they're broke. So, like, it wasn't just because he played in Europe quite a lot.
But we need Buendias. We need a couple of Buendias, but we don't sign Buendias. We don't sign like 28, 29-year-old guys that are happy to be off the bench. We don't do that. Like, that's not a Liverpool thing. We sign young, up and coming, and that's it. Like, we don't go for the older guys. Like the last guy we spent like money on that was kind of oldish is probably Clavin.
No, it's Endo.
Oh, Endo. Yeah, Endo. He didn't really get much game time, did he? We still at the club, by the way.
Well, he
That's
played
the
in his
problem.
first season.
Then you don't. For me though, I've always seen with bench options that they're not bench options. You have to have a competitive team. You can't have players that are happy just to sit on the bench and take a wage, bro. We need players that can be competitive, that can literally put some pressure onto the first team players. Like, if you don't fix up, I'm gonna take your place. That's what we need in this team. And I hate going back to this stupid example because I don't rate them at all. But Arsenal have that. If any moment Hincapié doesn't fix up, Lewis Skelly's there or Calafiori's there.
Yeah.
If Zubamendi doesn't fix up, guess what? We saw Lewis Skelly play in that midfield and was bossing it.
Yes, he did.
Like, Odegaard doesn't fix up, Eze's there. We're starting to see Morgan Rogers apparently linked to Arsenal as well. That's going to be something to think about for both Eze, Odegaard, and also that left wing position with the likes of Trossard and Martinelli, given the fact we don't know what's going to happen with those two. That's the thing that we need, man. We need players that are competitive. I'll go back to 21-22, our best ever season that I've seen from a Liverpool team, where we're going for the quadruple. Every single player played to the utmost ability that they've got, and they challenged each other from game in, game out. We kept on rotating that midfield. People saying NFT. We used to play Henderson in that midfield. Curtis Jones used to play in the midfield a little bit as well.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
That's the kind of team that I want. I want players to constantly compete against one another. It's not going to be like...
And we used to rest players as well, Ram. You know what I mean? That's what we used to do. Henderson used to play as a DM, or Wijnaldum used to play DM. Like that kind of thing. Rotate.
It's difficult to buy those players, though, isn't it? Though that's the only thing, Ram. It's difficult to buy those type of players.
The whole point is, though, Drift, is that we all like to say we want to challenge on all fronts. The only way we can challenge on all fronts is when these bench players have to prove themselves. And the only way they can prove themselves are in these cup competitions. Yeah. I remember Plymouth, in Slot's first season against Plymouth, we all crashed it on all of those players because we were like, hang on a minute, you want to say that you want to be a part of the first team, and then you put a performance like that.
Yeah.
Remember the crash out that we all had?
Yeah,
all of us.
Elliott got a lot of it.
No, but the only difference with the cup games, Ram, that sometimes I think we don't take on board as fans, that's a bit unfair, is when a team is completely changed, they're not used to playing together. Sometimes it's not about individual talent or effort. It's about understanding. It's about partnerships. Yeah. And it's about being brought out from the cold and just all meant to just work. So when it works, cool. But if it doesn't, I think people overlook that a little bit. You can't just put 11 players out who don't play together and go, make sure you don't go and perform or you're never getting another chance. Because that also was kind of like counterproductive as well, in my opinion anyway. So I think it kind of works both ways in that. I hear what you're saying. I do believe you need competitiveness. I just think it's difficult. Because I'm not trying to be shady, but Arsenal buy a lot of players who, for me, they've got that beta male mentality. I don't necessarily think they're all like, yeah, man, I'm going to make sure that Eze wasn't complaining when he was on the bench for 10 games. Hincapié or Calafiori don't complain when they're not playing, bro. Like, they're good enough when they play, but they don't complain when they're not. I don't think they have that mentality of like, oh, man, I've got to be in a team. I've got to be playing every week. I kind of feel like they're just happy to be there because they're at a club better than the one they're at last, if I'm being honest. But you know what? That will change when egos kick in. Now they've won the league, their egos might be a bit different. Now they might start thinking they're better than they are, and then we'll see how that goes. But I don't know. I agree with you, but it's very difficult to buy players who are coming in to compete, but no, they're on the bench, really. Like, how do you even sell that project to them?
No, that goes on. If your team's winning, you have to accept being on the bench if the team's winning. You got to wait for your go. Once you get in a team, then you got to prove yourself. This is why when you speak to Arsenal players, they had to sit on the bench. You're not going to take something out of the team that's winning unless you show me something in one of the games you get thrown into. So this is what the problem is with Liverpool the last few years. We talk about Jones and we talk about Trey. We've seen a huge sample size of Jones. Yeah, we know Jones is a good player, but he has not progressed. And this is why people want to see Trey now. We want to see if Trey can progress and see if he can be a mainstay in the team, because we've seen enough of Jones. I think Jones is a good player, but I don't think he's good enough to be a week in, week out first team player. But this is what I'm saying. This is what you got to do. Once you get a chance, you have to take your chance, especially if you're homegrown, bro. You ain't got a fancy name, So if you're home, it's unfair, but the homegrown players, they get treated different, bro. They get treated with not disrespect, but a little bit less respect than the big names,
Gary Neville said that. He actually said it's an unfair reality that academy players get treated worse than any other player. You know what I mean?
And do we underrate players and overrate players at the same time too much as Liverpool fans? Do we like? This is just me personally, just Jamie talking. I personally don't care what one of my players can get in any other player's team as long as they're working for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
I couldn't give a shit. So if Curtis Jones couldn't get in any of the other top 6 midfields, but he works for Liverpool, what the fuck does it matter?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If it works for us, I don't care if like so and so can't get into Man City's midfield and so and so can't get into Arsenal's midfield. It works for us, you know. And if it works for us, then I'm fine with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for improving squads and stuff like that, and getting players in that suit your club and your philosophy, your club wants to play with, and the philosophy you want to play football in. So if it means certain players have to go buy players in, but people don't rate them players, but they work for us, I don't care if they don't get in City's team or Madrid's team. If we're winning things with these players and it works for Liverpool, at the end of the day, what the fuck does it matter?
Exactly.
Yeah, I hear it.
I think what's interesting. I think what's interesting is the 3 players that we're linked with are probably all going to be squad players. So the guy we just signed, Munoz, he's a squad player.
Oh yeah,
he's a squad player. Like if we're going for Diamonde and Barcola, which it highly looks like we are, according to all the media outlets, then he's a squad player. So that's one guy. He's 22.
Yeah,
played a fair bit of football, but he knows he's a squad player. Then you've got the guy from Romania, what's his name? Raya, is it?
Raju or something. Raj.
Yeah. He's 28.
28.
That's kind of on the older side to us normally. He might be a squad player if Conor Bradley comes back okay, or if we maybe look at a central defender that can play right back. He might be a squad player, or he might not be a squad player, but he's still quite old, which isn't something we normally do. And then we are looking at Frank Garcia, and he's really cheap. He's like 5 million, and Andoni Areola loves him. He's going to be a squad player. So Kerkez, him and Kerkez can fight it out. He's 26. So maybe we are kind of doing that in a sense. But the midfield, you're right. We haven't got enough midfielders. Like, we need 2. We need 2. But the problem we have as well, our fan base also want to sell all our players. So it's like, okay, yeah, we want squad players, but you want them all sold. Like, how many people want McAllister sold out of the fan base?
Everybody.
Chiesa,
I need him gone.
You can't have
him
a squad player.
You changed your mind again, Dean?
You want him gone.
No, I'll give him a chance if the manager wants him. But me personally, I don't like McAllister. But if the manager wants him, I'm here for it. Whatever the manager wants,
one of those, mate. Everyone wants Gapco gone. Like, he could be a squad player. Like, he is a squad player. Let's be fair.
He's always been a squad player.
You know.
So let me ask you a little question then, and be honest with yourself. And if you can't be honest about the situation, just be honest with me. Tell me why our midfield isn't good enough without thinking about slots last season.
I'm with you, Drifty. I don't think
the same midfield nearly won the league under Klopp, but ran out of steam at the end emotionally, and it was their first season together. Then the following year, they won the league by a canter.
And then it almost beat PSG as well to get to the next round.
So somebody without last season being at the forefront of your reason, why is our midfield not good enough?
Which is why it's so difficult to judge these players, because you have one incredible season.
No, but Ram, that's all they're being judged on, in my opinion.
Last season, yeah.
But then the only reason why
I don't see anybody judging them without it being last season.
But Drifter, you've been in the game how long, bro? Like you know that, especially when it comes to judging footballers and fan bases judging footballers, it's all about what have you done for me lately, bro. It's never been about the quality of football.
Was crap, and that was why he had to go, and it was Slot's fault.
Of course.
So why is no one willing to go? Hold on, but then if you give a new manager this same team that was good with 2 previous managers, then it'll be good again.
He messed them up psychologically. You know that guy. I'm telling
But
you.
no, but
he
that's
messed up the whole team.
the big question mark that we've got with a lot of these players, especially when we're judging the team and we're predicting where this team is going to finish next season. A lot of it's going to be like, are these players actually of the level? Is Andoni Iraola going to get the best out of these players? That's going to be the big question mark for a lot of players, a lot of rival fans, and also our fan base as well. But the one thing you can argue for some of these players, so case in point, McAllister is one of them, is that maybe physically he's just not. I don't think he's durable enough to handle the Premier League anymore, which is a fair point because you saw that. Even in his first season, he wasn't the most mobile.
Nope.
And I feel like Liverpool, the Premier League at this stage has become so physically demanding compared to the last couple of years that maybe the league.
You know what it is, Ram. You know what it is, Rams. Like the Rams. Sorry, Ram. You know what it is. I think people judge players too much, forgetting what they have to sacrifice as players on the pitch for them to do a lot of run-ins. We're forgetting about McAllister last season. They said in the beginning he had a hernia, right? He had a hernia injury.
Yeah.
And they will rested him. Maybe get him more in the second half of the season, like Man City used to do with Kevin De Bruyne in the past. Second half, you see Kevin De Bruyne smashing it. They tried to do the same with McAllister, but because the season, the way it went, they had to get him back earlier. And we're forgetting, with Gravenberch and McAllister, they're not DMs. They've never been DMs. So they're doing something outside their ability anyway. And they won the league with that previously. So if they're sacrificing things like that, and then the next season we haven't bought a DM and they're still playing in the same position, and not only that, there's no squad rotation on top of that as well, don't you expect this tiredness from players and players underperforming during the season? That's what I see. I've never seen no backup for McAllister. I've never seen no backup for Gravenberch last season. I've seen nothing. I mean, it's the same players that we used the previous season, and then we try to play them in the next season, but there's still no squad rotation. So it was always going to be heading towards that direction with these poor players. Playing out of position, number one, and number two, overused at the same time. And especially with McAllister, I've never said, I'm not the kind of person that says about he's running and all that stuff. I knew when I saw McAllister, he can't run. I mean, I've seen players go past him, even with Jurgen Klopp in charge. So I can't sit here and tell you guys he had the ability to run before. The aggression part is gone. I agree with that. That's because of the system that we play under Arne Slot. He passes side to side. That is about it. There's nothing else we do. We go through games last season. We sat through games last season. We asked ourselves, like you looked at yourself thinking to yourself, did we actually create a chance during the game? Did we actually trouble that goalkeeper? Tottenham came to Liverpool. Did we actually trouble that goalkeeper? No. So this is the season that we're in. So you got to look at these players instead of like judging them on last season. Ask yourself, what did they do for me the previous season? Were they good enough, before Arne Slot? And when Arne Slot actually was playing Jurgen's formation, yes. So look at it from that way. When Arne Slot started going away from Jurgen's formation and started playing this weird football that we watched, you know what I mean? You know me, guys. I give managers time. I'm a Liverpool fan. I always do that. But at some point, I said, this guy's not learning shit. He keeps on doing the same mistakes every game. He doesn't tell the players the mistakes they're doing. They're making the same mistakes game in and game out. They're not learning anything. So basically, that's to do with tactics. He made that tactics that from Jurgen to him so quick, it just mashed up the whole players in that season. So this is why I always say, look back when these players were good. How good were they? Were they better than now? Yes. Were they their positioning sense better in the team? Yes. So I'm not going to judge the players on last season. I'm not going to make up stories along the way. Oh, this is why this player played badly and that player is bad. I want to see them with Areola now. Let's see what he could produce with them. Does he want to keep them? Does he want to get rid of them? And then we could judge. I would never go with Arne Slot's, tactics and all that, what he did last season, because it was rubbish. Absolutely garbage.
Yeah.
The problem is the backup to Matt wants to be the first team player.
Well, then it's up to the manager.
Again, we were just saying, is that a bad thing? I wouldn't.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You want competition, and it takes a good man. It takes a great manager to manage those expectations. That's why Jurgen Klopp was so good at managing expectations for all these players.
So that means we keep Curtis Jones then, and we release him on a free.
Yeah,
if the right money doesn't come for him, if the right money doesn't come for him,
came at £20 million in today's
It's a
market,
joke.
when
No
I'm
way.
seeing Mateus Fernandes for 80, which
No
is
way.
the new, which apparently is the new
Go
40,
keep him.
20 million is like £5 million to me right now. Like that is pennies.
Inter Milan are broke though, guys. His value isn't 20 mil. Inter Milan just can't afford anything more than 20 mil. Like there's a
When
difference.
Van Hecker goes for 52 million on a 1-year contract, like he's got 1 year left as well, and he's a dreadful player, like from Brighton, then Curtis Jones is never going for anything less than that.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Influential midfielder.
Elliot Anderson is
Goals
£100
assist.
million more than £100 million more than Curtis Jones. Elliot Anderson. What? This is crazy. Just keep him. And the
A
thing is,
player that hasn't played Champions League football at all.
That's a joke.
No.
By the way,
He's done-
a central
he's done
midfielder nearly got relegated twice.
Yeah.
yeah, he's done nothing.
They got
Don't
relegated
get me
twice.
wrong, I think
Not
Elliot's-
once.
I think Anderson's a better player, me personally, but £100 million worth more. And the thing is,
I think he's a more
the thing
mobile
is-
player.
The thing is, with our team, like I know Stott done his thing, whatever, he won the league, put Gravy in the DM. We're missing a key profile of player. Someone that just is selfless. Selfless, don't wanna be
Releases the
around, like,
talents of the others. Yeah. Release
yeah,
them.
just I'm here to do my job. You lot do your stuff. You lot are more
There you go.
talented than me. Do your thing. Like a one Alden, I'll just run all day and I'll just put out fires. That's what I feel like we're missing. We use Gravy in that position, but I think Gravy last season, obviously the manager gave him more of a different role, but I don't think Gravy's disciplined to that role no more. I feel like we need someone that just says,
Look at him in the World
Cup.
No, Jay. The reason, sorry, not Jay. Sorry, Dean. The only reason
Jay's
why...
crazy. Call me Jay's crazy.
yeah.
Different colors.
You're both,
We are so opposite. It's crazy. Sorry.
yeah, you both have some mad opinions, in it, you know what I mean? No, but the reason why I pushed back on the Grav thing is because we did see that the season before when he was asked to play the DM.
That's what I said.
And like for me, I've always been like I've been very well, people say that I don't like Grav. No, that's a lie. I do like Grav as a footballer. I still think for the way I see Liverpool playing, he should be the starting DM for me. And specifically when I'm seeing him for the Netherlands, the way that he's been occupied, the space that he's occupied, him as a DM in a system where he's able just to sit in front of the defenders, clean up, sweep up, but also read the game well and drop in between the centre backs and do his passing play. That's where I'm like, cool. That should be his kind of player. The fact that the manager told him, and he even said it himself. He said it after Everton. The manager gave me the license to go forward.
Oh yeah.
And that's when I was like, brother, you're a DM. There is a reason why I called you the Frank Rijkaard regen. I called you that for a reason because that was one thing you did. You read the game well and you passed the ball to the players that could pass the ball. That's the game that you should play. And that's why he won Young Player of the Season when we won the league. So for me, look, I'm still on the train. We still need at least one more midfielder. Like a Sangari, I've always been very highly vocal about.
That's what I'm.
There you go.
But we still have some quality in our team already, and I think that's what people need to remember.
But Ram, you need to release these players so you don't judge them like that anymore. Because them playing out of position is what makes these fans, go out on them and make them think negatively. Imagine you had a DM that could release the likes of Soboslai and Gravenberch and McAllister just to play their own game instead of being responsible for all the stuff in the midfield. Just get a Sangari, like you guys said, or Onana, or someone in that midfield that's dominant, like Fabinho used to be. I guarantee you these players will be different. You know what I mean? Take that responsibility off them. Let them use their ability as players. Let's see what they can do. I guarantee you they'll be better than what you've been watching last season.
Question.
I mean, I know tournament football isn't a great way to judge things, but Liverpool seem to be having the most performing players at the World
That's
Cup.
the most damning thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, they can't be bad players if they seem to be performing on the world stage.
Even
Jay,
Salah,
didn't I
bro.
say- Jay, didn't
Even
I say
Salah,
this, bro?
Drifty. Even Salah,
Jay,
bro.
didn't I say
Even
this?
did
That
you
some of
see
these players-
Salah?
Playing as a number 10.
Why would
Playing
we
as a
let him
number
go?
10, Drifty.
Me
Playing as a number 10.
Jay and I were talking about this near the end of the season. I was like, I guarantee you, these players are going to start performing for their nation, and we're going to look like an absolute clown.
Because they're all good.
Sorry,
football.
guys.
They're all great. Yeah,
Look,
Jamie's right.
look, I'm
Good
I'm
football.
really sorry, but the World Cup is not the Premier League.
It's
just
not,
not.
but it's still high level
It's
football.
not. Like they're going to perform better because they're not playing Arnie Slot's crap. Like, so they're going to perform better. But the World Cup is not the Premier League, so we can't be using that as an average.
But Matt,
That's a bit harsh, isn't it, Matt?
Come back in. Abramovich is going to come back in, and they're going to.
World Cup is a pinnacle of a player's career.
Matt,
What are you talking about, bro?
All the
I would
players
love to
that
win
You
a
have
World
to
Cup.
ask the question as well. Like our players, where do they fit in an Andoni system? Because Andoni plays his players the same way every single club he goes to. So who's our Alex Scott? Who's our Tyler Adams? Who's our Ryan?
The quality is different.
Let me-
at Liverpool,
let me-
though.
let me- Can I stop you there? When it comes to prime example, Jurgen Klopp football, right? Jurgen Klopp's football for Borussia Dortmund is very different to what it was at Liverpool. Completely different. Like,
Oh yeah.
Andoni-
I've always
you
said that,
can't-
Ram.
You can't say Andoni Iraola's football. We don't know. We none of these players don't work, but we don't know what his actual system is going to be. I thought Jurgen Klopp will play a very similar system to what he played at Dortmund. He
Technical players, yeah. It wasn't
He
technical players.
Man played a right back as one of his most technical footballers instead of the old school pace and power in Lucas Piszczek. People like that. He had his wingers being like literal old school wingers crossing the ball into the box, and you having a striker in the middle. We played a false nine and we had two inside forwards.
Yep.
We just don't know what this guy is going to do. He may come into the team and be like, okay, we got this player, we got that player. I think I can make something work with this. I may need a couple more players just to get the right balance. He could do something like that, or we could play something like at Bournemouth, or we could play something completely different. We don't know what
He has got that in him, though, Ram. He has got that in him, bro.
I don't want him playing something completely different.
Neither do I, but
he'll play to the strength of the. I guarantee you,
I don't
Ram.
want him doing an Arnie Slot.
I guarantee you, he'll play to the strength of the players. I guarantee you.
I actually think Ryan Gravenberch is Iriola's perfect midfielder. I actually think he'll be Iriola's main midfielder next season. Yeah. I think he's very much what Iriola will want. You know, I mean, he's one of the best midfielders at the World Cup.
Yeah, he is, man. 100%.
He's a good player. He's a good player. You need the right system. You need to play an attack minded.
He's not the sitting one, is he, Jay? It's Dion, isn't
No,
it?
you don't need
De
to be
Jong's
a
a
sitting
sitter.
one. He can play from a deeper position, which I think he's better at.
But
You know,
even
but
when
it
he's
doesn't
pressed,
mean
his
he's
pass
sitting.
is great.
Yeah, he's very press resistant as well. I think Grav and Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones, right now are the three nailed on midfielders. Obviously, Wirtz more of an attack minded player, but they're the three more nailed down midfielders right now. And then if you want to buy a midfielder to go along with it, it's funny that with Slot we really wanted Walton. Now Slot's gone.
Yeah.
Like the Liverpool basically don't want Walton now. That's done with. So it tells you Iriola's like looking at a different kind of midfielder to what Slot wanted. Slot wanted some like techie passing midfielders. It looks like Iriola wants a different kind of breed of midfielder. So it's interesting.
Yeah. No, you know what? I value everyone's points on it. But we will see, man. It's going to be very interesting. I'm going to hit up some of these supers, and then I'm going to ask you guys the last topic for the show. Big up Voodoo says can't pay 130 million for the Ivorian Middlewake.
Yes, we can. Wait, no, Drifty, one sec, Drifty. No, I don't like, but this is what I don't like about certain Liverpool fans. I'm getting in my stream. They're making up nicknames. The guy's not even here yet. The guy's not here. It's like they want him.
They said the same thing about Mane, Dean. They said the same thing about Mane, bro. They said the same thing about Mane, bro.
Dean, do you know who started that? Do you know who actually started the Ivorian Madueke stuff?
No, who
It was
started
Arsenal
it?
fans.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But
That's our rivals. That's our rivals.
Ever since the Ecuador game, those are such a bunch of weird cronies.
Jealousy.
I swear to God.
Of
They're
course, 100%.
Literally, as soon as
They couldn't handle watching their boy getting torn to pieces. That's why.
Exactly, bro.
They had to get into defensive mode. They got defensive and started calling him whatever.
Don't have these doubts, man. Don't have these doubts because they had the same doubts with Mane. I remember people saying, "Why are we getting a player from Southampton? He's not good enough for Liverpool." And look what happened. The rest is history.
Another player from
There you go.
Southampton.
They're
Yeah.
watching.
There you go, so-
They're watching Diamande and then they're watching Madweke. Yeah, right.
It's
Yeah,
mad. And the
And,
thing
and,
is,
and,
players.
making comparisons is wild.
No,
No,
and
they're not.
the thing
They're
is,
not making any comparisons.
I know, but they know it is, with this dear Monday, because obviously we knew we was linked to him before the World Cup started, So I've done the dear Monday watch from about 5-6 games of Leipzig, So when people tell me, "Oh, it's the World Cup hype," it's not no World Cup hype for me. I saw him in 5-6 games where he either scored or he was one of the main guys. The worst games I've seen him playing, no lie, is the 2 World Cup games. That's the worst time. That's the worst game I've seen him playing.
Dean, he became that guy. He wasn't meant to be that guy, but he became that guy.
I know, bro.
That's what makes me rate him even higher. That's what makes me rate him even higher. He had no right to be the main guy for Leipzig. No right. But then he was like, nah, you man are actually dead. I'm actually gonna I'm actually gonna be the main guy for this team.
You know what's crazy about Diamande? He actually had the type of season Salah had, where he put about 50 chances on a plate for the strikers, and none of them could score. Do you remember that season when Darwin Núñez missed about a million chances, and Salah would have been like breaking Thierry Henry's assist record easily that season? He did that last season, but none of the Leipzig strikers could score off his chances, and they were really good chances.
Well, you know, I should have saved that one because we're going to talk about Del Monday before we wrap up the show, actually.
Damn right we are.
These two out of the way. Ty says, I'm concerned that we're losing the Scouse British base. It's not feeling like Liverpool to me right now. We should be keeping the likes of Jones 100%. And then also goes on to say, facts, Jamie. No one is saying they wished they'd had Fletcher, O'Shea, Butt, or Neville, but who can talk to them about trophies? They worked for them. Those guys were very, very good squad members for Man United, without a doubt. No one ever called them the glorious players, but absolute Fletcher. Dan Fletcher was a key cog for Ferguson in a lot of his success.
Ferguson used to say it's players that can come in and do them 10 games. You know, I mean, that's what you need. That's what you need. And, you know, people like Harvey Elliott and that can do that. And, you know, I just feel like we want, you know, like all our midfielders to be these elite level midfielders. I want the first team midfielders to be that. And then there's a bit of a breakdown after it, because that's natural, ain't it? Look, even trying to think of all the teams, like there's always, you look at PSG's, they got 3 or 4, you know, say solid midfielders, 4 solid midfielders, and then under that, you know, there's a little bit of a dip. But same with Barcelona, same with City. It's like that for all teams. You got to have then good squad players, man. It's important. It's a squad game now.
You got to look at it, Jay. When Liverpool won titles, it was a squad that won the titles, right? We had what we had on the pitch and on the bench. So when you have that, you know, interlinked, you could win anything that you want. Don't forget the Barcelona game. Salah and Firmino didn't play. It was Shaqiri and Origi. And look at that. Yeah. We won that game by 4 goals to 0 without those two in the team. So we can, if you got a squad like that,
and Robbo got injured at half
time. And
Robbo
got, there you go.
Well, if you got a manager, makes players believe they can do anything they want to, then you're halfway there already.
Football,
you know, that's what you need. You
Yeah.
need great coaching and great management. Look, you know, Slot obviously didn't have that. You know, we're hoping Areola does. You know, some managers out there need ready-made top-tier squads to achieve what they want to achieve, because, you know, that's where they are. Some coaches don't need that, and they can just do everything by man management and
exactly, mate.
You know, and more than coaching, putting an arm around people's shoulders, telling them they're the best in the world, and they go and run through a brick wall for you. And, you know, and if they got ability, they'll show it at the same time. So it's all about great coaching as well.
That's what I heard the other day. I don't know if you guys listened to it, Jay, about Gareth Bale talk about Ancelotti. He doesn't do much, but when he talks to you, he makes you believe you could do a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And I think Gareth Bale said I was on the bench a lot, and then he talked to me.
I've argued with this about people so much, because I've always said I put him as one of the goats of managers.
Oh, he is 100%.
But for me personally, he's never actually been tapped.
Only an idiot was saying he's not.
And I got attacked for that, and I was like, "Well, name me tactics." Whenever I watch Ancelotti's teams, it's not tactical. It's never tactical. Do you know what I mean? Like,
do you know what, this Brazil? I've been watching this. I watched all 3 of Brazil's World Cup games. Yeah, they look like Ancelotti's Real Madrid.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
they do.
They look like Ancelotti's Real Madrid. And Vinny Junior is having his best World Cup.
The work rate is off the scale, Jay. The work rate is crazy.
It looks like Ancelotti might be the only manager who knows how to get the best out of Vinny Junior. Yeah,
that's very. He's never played well for Brazil. You're actually right.
I wouldn't be surprised if Brazil win this World Cup by not looking great, but it's like Ancelotti with Real Madrid, weren't it? They were never they never look like
They never catch the eye. They never catch the eye. But the work rate was there, like as a whole.
Beat them like anyone, everyone. Chelsea.
They're fighting for each other, Jay. That's what I like about it.
By the way,
almost beat them that year. We almost beat them that year. And for some reason, they still won things because Ancelotti's just this guy that he looks like a sort of coach that he looks like all the players that play for him love him.
Oh, man.
Because
you need to watch the overlap when Gareth Bale was talking. You guys will understand what he means. What he means to players.
By the way, one of Brazil's best players is an Andoni signing.
Ryan. How long have I been talking about him, guys? There you go. This is the guy we need to get.
Andoni had him for
him is crazy
6 months,
well,
7 months.
So.
I rate that kid. I really rate him.
No, he's good, but they're talking 120 mil for him as well.
130 mils.
What is going on with football?
This is where we are, though.
The windows.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good segue into the last topic I want to talk about, guys, because, and again, this is all based on rumours. Apparently, without expenditure, Liverpool have around 250 million if we sell players that could go up, but roughly around that. So with this latest rumor being that Diamonde will be done at 130 million euros and Leipzig are not coming down from that price. They're just like, look, that is what it is. Either you take it or you leave it. What's that? Around about 110 million pound English or 105 million English, somewhere around there, right?
Yeah.
If we've got around 250 to spend before we sell any players, are you lot still 100%? Look, 110 of that being on Diamonde is definitely the right way to go, or is there anyone leaning a little bit away from it and thinking maybe we should look at cheaper options? I mean, Dean, you wanted to talk about Diamonde, so I'll start with you.
Bruv, listen, we've done a lot of the groundwork here already, bruv. And like I've said on my stream, I've said it plenty of times, bruv. I've had enough of us just sitting in the background watching all the young talent going. Every season I've watched this, bruv. Like, we're never in the mix to get the best players that's on the market. The up-and-coming players, we're never there. I've just been jealous all the time. For once now, we are a top club doing what top clubs do, bro. You buy the best that's up-and-coming. You take that risk. It's a risk, but this is what big clubs do, Drifty, man. And a lot of fans always say, no, you can't spend that much. Bro, this is what clubs do. Like I've said before, Man United done it with Rooney. Like, everyone could do go back and look. Bro, no one knew Rooney was going to be this great. We saw something there. They took a risk on a youngster and they got their rewards. Same with Barca with Dembele. That Dembele didn't work out at Barca. They spent the money though. Same as Atletico with Felix. Same thing, bruv. They spent money on the next upcoming youth. But I don't understand why our fan base don't want to do it, bruv. We are a big club. This is what you do, bruv. Like, imagine if we don't get him now. Imagine we don't get him. PSG gets him and he balls out. He becomes one of the best wingers in world football, bruv. Yeah. We could be here like we are all the time, pissed off, bruv. And for once, we're in a position where we can go and get the top guy. And, bruv, you know what? If the manager wants him, the owners want him, bruv, I'm backing it. Because at the end of the day, I'm surely they're better. They've done more scouting than me. And I've done a lot of scouting on this guy, but they've done way more scouting than me. And if they believe this is the be-all, because I haven't seen no other rumours. The only other rumours I've seen is idiots. Complete drop-offs from this guy, bro. Yeah. So to me, they put everything in this basket to get this guy. So listen, I'm here for it, bro. I'm definitely here for it. And if he gets here, I'm gonna back it. And bro, he's 19. Like if he
ceiling is there, man.
Yeah. He's gonna be inconsistent still. Don't get it wrong. I know the price tag's there. He's gonna be inconsistent. Like there's gonna be games where he's not gonna be having his shooting boots on. But one thing I'll tell you, he'll put his work rate in. He will put his work rate in, regardless of how he plays, regardless if he can finish one-on-ones, regardless if he creates chances, he will put the work in. And that's the most important thing for Iraola, his work rate, bro. So
Can I just mention something on Diamonde, which I don't think people are really talking about, is his defensive actions are just insane.
It's mad, isn't it?
This guy does everything. So he won 186 duels last season.
Bloody
186 duels he won last season.
His work rate is mad, Drifty.
We're talking defenders like Vucevic, who's the defender that everybody's raving on about from Tottenham. He only won 10 duels more than him, and he's a defender. Like,
That's
this guy is an outlier. He's an absolute outlier. And also, just in the Bundesliga, 392 duels he attempted. Like, he doesn't shy away from the game. Like, and the thing is as well, what's driving this guy is emotion. Like, what happened with his sister? Like, he wants to be the best player. He's talking about the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
I love that shit. I absolutely love that shit. Like, he's a 19-year-old that shouldn't be doing the stuff that he's doing now, but he's just so well driven, and he's taught himself. Like, he does moves that not even the players understand, because he's not one of those guys that's been through academies and he knows how the tiki-taka works and you're supposed to go this way and you're supposed to do this. He does everything completely off the fly. He's taught himself mostly. Like,
could that be the key, Mac? Because
the key, mate.
System football is ruining football for me. So
It's the
actually
key.
having someone to come through and do like a Jamie Vardy a little bit, where it's like, I ain't your regular. I'm used
He's not
to this.
the regular
I'm actually
guy,
gonna be
mate.
different.
No,
Yeah.
he's not the regular guy. And he's not scared. Like, he's not scared. And by the way, he's really, really good off the left.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Because he's right-footed.
Yeah.
So he actually cuts in off the left and creates a lot of chances.
And what do we struggle with,
from that
K-Mac, the
direction
most?
as well?
Yeah.
Like what we've got right now. If we get him, and we obviously we're looking at Barcola. Like, you might not say we're not, but we're looking at Barcola.
Yeah.
But if we go and get a couple of these, we've got such an interchangeable team up front.
Yeah.
Like, and Andoni's gonna. I mean,
There's a field. He's going to have a field there with that. He loves
get
that.
out of Rio next year. Never mind if we get Diamonde. Like, it's going to be quite frightening. Like, the amount of pace, like 37 kilometers or something.
It's crazy, mate.
Like, him and Munez. Like,
do you know? Do you know when I spotted him, K-Mac? It was a game. I think it's Bayern Munich, Leipzig, and I see him versus Alphonso Davies. He took him to the cleaners, bro. He actually went past him every opportunity. And not only that, he walked back to get the ball off him every opportunity as well. So if you have that at your football club, you know, like a well-oiled machine, as we used to say back in the day with Liverpool, when everybody does their job, you know what I mean, off the ball, on the ball, out wide. And the most important thing here that you just said to K-Mac is, if the games are not going right, like we usually struggle with, like deep line defending teams, he could just go across to the other side and trouble the right back. If it doesn't work there, he could go up front. He could go out in the other wing. So, you know, the struggle games, we probably could accommodate it now with these wingers if we get Barcola and him. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Gakpo could still be there as well if Barcola doesn't come in. But the most important thing to me when I see players like this coming to Liverpool, we go back to that team that's all together as one rather than teams like a team full of individuals. So if we go back to a team that's fighting for each other on the pitch on a regular basis and have that winning mentality together, we could do anything we want on the pitch. And me and Dean done a stream yesterday. We even looked at the Arsenal Arsenal's, you know, best players versus Liverpool's best players in form. And Liverpool eclipsed them every opportunity, guys. I swear. Because if you look at Alisson and Raya, who's the better goalkeeper? You know what I mean? You look at Kirkes and their fullbacks, they keep changing. You don't even know. You got Van Dijk at the back. You got Gabriel. You see Gabriel in the World Cup. He's not the same guy, but you still prefer Van Dijk. You look at our midfield. You look at our striking options if Diamande comes in as well. So if you look at this in a way of, you know, competing next season, we can challenge Arsenal next season. You know what I mean? Because I worry if it's the old man City with Pep Guardiola at the helm. You know what I mean? You know, transitioning his team into a winning team and all that stuff, buying the players that he wants. We no longer have that. We've got another team that's, you know, that don't play football as like Man City used to do. We don't have to chase that 90 points anymore as we used to. We could just play our football, concentrate on ourselves, and get the points on board. And probably we'll look at the end of the season and win. We're probably going to win the league title as well. And
Can I just say two things before I go? I've got to shoot off. And the first thing is, it's not our fucking money.
Yeah, it's not our money.
Like, Jesus Christ, our fan base are so twisted. Like, really are. Like when Jurgen was in charge, everyone was complaining we never spent any money. Now Edwards is here and Hughes, and we're spending loads of money. Everyone's complaining that we're spending money. Like, Like we keep on
We're trying to
buying all
build
the
a team though
merch,
here. It came out.
which
We're
is why
trying to
we
build
can
a team.
spend money.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
do you know how much? Do you know how much they're making on merchandise? Like, and all of these adverts and all of these other things that they're doing. Like Liverpool is run so well off the pitch. It is insane. It's not our money. Who cares? Like, by the way, we didn't
Do you
buy
want to
anyone last
win, or are you
season.
here
We
to,
didn't
are
buy
you here
anyone
to
last
look after
season
money?
apart from the last half of the transfer window. We only bought, what's his name?
Jacket.
Jackie. That's it. Manchester City spent like what 250 million. Like,
Gahey and Semenyo.
I
Yeah.
think that's
here?
the difference, though, Matt. We know that
Genuinely.
our owners
And
don't
one more
spend
thing
a
as
lot of
well.
money.
When was the last time Liverpool could interchange wingers in games?
There you go. There you go, mate.
I can't remember
Never.
Liverpool being able to interchange wingers.
Never
Being able
have
to
I seen
half
that.
time go, you know what, lads, swap over. I've not.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably-
Liverpool being able to do that.
That was probably because as world class as Mo is, Mo wasn't good at all from the left.
Yeah.
But
we can't.
I
We
get the
can do
point.
that now.
We
with
could do
these
that now, though,
players.
Drift. That's the difference.
We can do that,
And
now
we don't
with
need the likes of Soboslai and players like that doing other people's work anymore. They could do their own thing.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. I mean, you know, as one of the people who's been against the price, I'm not going to speak for everyone, but I'll give my reason as to. It's always just been down to my worry about how the team will be funded in other areas. So it's never been about, I don't think we should spend money because I think spending big money is wrong. I just look at that budget and I'm like, if we need 5, maybe 6 or 7 players out of that budget and we want them to be of a good quality, 105 or 110 mil of that money being on just one player starts to be a little bit of an issue. That's all. So it ain't even about the actual money itself on the player, even though I do think 110 mil is ridiculous. I'm more like, so then what do we do for the others?
Drifty, we do know, because Paul Joyce has already said it, that Isaac was paid in installments, Wirtz was paid in installments, Frimpong was paid in installments. Like, the only player we've spent in a while where we had to put down pure cash was Szoboszlai and McAllister.
Yeah,
all the others are in installments. All the others are in installments. Like the guy we just signed, that's in 2 installments. So that's like what, just under 20 million, 2 years.
Yeah, that is a point. That is a point.
Like,
I hear that.
I just like we need to not. Sometimes we need to not read it as it is. In between the lines, Liverpool like to do deals. Like we like to pay in installments, which obviously helps us. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Diamande deal was ended up in installments, and everyone's saying, "Well, we got to pay loads of cash," but it ends up being installments.
But what you got to remember, though, Matt, with that is that's a little bit like using a credit card. Eventually, you got to pay it.
Yeah. But no, but everybody thought we were spending. Everyone thought we were spending 126 million on Isaac, and that was it, like cash.
Not all of us.
It's not.
Not all of us.
Jamie's doing the black one. He's not paying. He changes his name. He changes his name and gone. Jamie says he's not paying his credit card bill. Jamie. No, but the thing is, Drifty, yeah. Like, I just don't understand it because we're here now. We are right here now, yeah. Okay. And the thing is, if the deal was too expensive, yeah, we know our owners. Our owners will walk away. You know our owners already. If they don't see value in a deal, they walk away. These are better businessmen than I am. So if they're willing to spend this money on him, I'm willing to say, you know what, cool. And if the thing is, if it wasn't linked to him, I wouldn't care about him. It would just be a player who's doing well at the World Cup to me. Well, because we was linked to him, I done bare research, watched bare games with him, and I thought, you know what, this guy is like for 19-year-old, bro. This guy is very, very, very good.
He is talent. I think what a lot of issues people have got is, you know, in England you got to come up against a lot of low blocks when Liverpool play teams, yeah. And I think I said it last season. Low blocks weren't Liverpool's problem; it was the mid block. But with low
we're so bad defense, systematically, everything was a problem.
Oh yeah, it was bad. So let me get this thing on. So this low block thing, yeah. Last season, Liverpool couldn't lay any traps to get past the low block or get in behind the team because Salah lost his pace, unfortunately, and lost a bit of his aggression and, you know, his dribbling and stuff like that, and got older. He's 34. Cody had a really bad year, and Cody's not a winger that you sort of like. Salah and Cody are not wingers you want to build up play with. You know, they're the finishers. That's what they are on that wide side of the pitch. Ball over the top, in behind, destroy teams, right? We couldn't do that anymore with them players, and we're trying to do a system when we're building up with them, and they're not interchangeable or anything like that. They're not fluid in their play. So we couldn't lay traps around the pitch. We couldn't draw teams out because when we drew teams out, we didn't have the pace to run in behind anyway. So with getting more pace in our wide areas, people will go play low blocks. But if you're sensible enough and you're clever enough, you start to lay traps all over the pitch to try and get in behind. And then once you got in behind, you got more pace in your team to be scary going forward. You know, Liverpool played against low blocks in the Salah, Mane and Bobby era. Yeah, always did. But it's about how you play. We played in the way we transitioned. We won balls back so high up the pitch, and you know you got to have pace for that. You can't be slow winning balls back high up the pitch. So you press high up. You got to use your pace with that. Also, you laid a lot of traps. We laid a lot of traps, and then we used our pace of Mane and Salah to use that in behind and run into goal. We haven't been able to do that last year, and I think with these new players coming in, we'll be able to do that. You know, Munoz is pretty quick. We know Diamonde's very quick. You know, Isaac's no slouch. You know, we don't know what Ekatike's going to look like. Hopefully, it's not. You know, Ekatike's still a baller. And if we get Barcola as well, we know how quick he is in behind as well. So I think that makes us a less predictable attacking side than it is this year.
Yeah.
You know, this season just gone, we were very predictable what we were going to do or going forward on the ball because our wingers don't interchange. They got no pace. We had no pace in our team. If you got wingers that have got so much pace, they're quick, they're techie, they can both play on each side, they're fluid. We are more unpredictable next season, and defences are going to find it hard to work us out. So I look forward to all these signings, man.
Quick question, guys. Would you lot be okay if we get Diamonde, but nobody else for the attack?
Just Diamonde, but we got Munoz as well.
So we keep Gakpo and we've got Munoz, and then we've got Rio and we buy Diamonde. Would you lot be all right with that?
I'll be all right as long as we can get midfielders.
If we're going to get the other positions,
we get defense.
But
we just don't buy anyone else in attack.
No, I'm all right with that.
I'm all right with that because you got to think about last season, innit, guys? Like the last season, the concentrations was to get the attacking, innit? That's what we did. So this season, I think is they're trying to get the midfielders in. So if we get Diamonde, which will be a marquee signing to replace, you know, the legend that is Salah, it's not going to be the same player, of course, but someone that's going to be more than capable of doing the job on the right wing, on the left wing, whatever it is. If we get someone like that, you got Gakpo, and you got that Munoz in there, and then you got Rio on top of that as well, and then you got Isak up front. So yeah, I think we'll be fine, and then we could just concentrate like on the midfield. Once we get that area sorted out and the defense, maybe in January, if we're actually competing for the league title, guys, we could revisit that areas. If you know what I mean, if we need someone in that positions up front. Sorry, Jay.
Yeah, I hear that. That's a good point, actually. I forgot we could buy again in January if we needed to. Although we want to make sure we're still in the title race by January, though. You know what I mean? We don't want to be out of it.
I think if Gakpo goes this summer, Liverpool go in the market and get a replacement. I think they learnt their lesson from last summer by not replacing Luis Diaz. So, yeah, if they let Cody go, they'll definitely go replace him.
Yeah.
You know, look.
Have I spoken to you lot about Cody? Have I, like, with you lot particular, have I had a conversation? Because I
think I've had a conversation with you.
I think selling him's a bad idea, personally.
Yeah, same, bro.
I know that someone offers 70 mil, snap your hand off. I'm like, sometimes it ain't about the money, it's about the squad.
Who can you replace him with for 70 mil? Who's out there for 70 mil you can replace him with?
You probably get Barcola for 70 mil.
If you get Barcola, I'm
if you get someone in return, it's fine, isn't it? That's got quality than him.
You don't sell him and don't get no one else in. That's one thing you don't do.
That's why I asked the boys, take him out of the equation, because I kind of get the impression he doesn't want to leave PSG. And everybody's like linking him to all these clubs. I don't think Barcola wants to actually leave PSG. So we just take him off the table. That's how I said to the boys, without him. And they didn't even answer me, you know. To this day, they think they're slick, bare politics. Like, without him being the option, who can you replace Gakpo with to be a very good squad rotational option off of the left?
No, I'm with you on that.
Can anybody give me an answer? Anyone?
I don't want. My thing is, I just don't want Cody as my starting left winger anymore going forward. But I'm all right with Cody off the bench because he's a guy. He can get goals and all that. I've always said that. I'm all right with him on the bench. But then, you know, are they going to make Rio the starting left winger? Probably not at his age. Although I disagree with that. I don't understand why he couldn't. My worry is, and my worry continuously is that they made a point of maybe not buying a superstar left winger because they do want Rio to be that guy eventually. And unfortunately, in the day and age we're in, the football we're in now, agents talking, if Rio doesn't think he's playing enough minutes, he will leave. He will, because he'll feel like he's better than everyone else, even at this young age. You know, these Bayern Munich rumours didn't start for no reason, by the way. You know,
do you think he could start then, Jay? Do you think Munoz has been brought in to actually be back up for Rio and Rio will play from the beginning?
I think Munoz is going to be the option as the striker, in my opinion.
Oh,
because
of Ekatike.
Well. Yeah. But what makes you lot believe? I'm not saying he can't play down the middle because he has played there, but he is predominantly, like, if you asked him, he would say, "I'm a left winger." Yeah. So, like, why do you guys think he'll be played as the support striker or as the backup striker?
I just feel like the bits I've seen of him play, now I've gone and looked at clips of him since we bought him. Majority of his great stuff comes from that left central area. That's where he reminds. Look, I'm not saying he's Diogo Jota or anything like that. I'm not saying he plays like him, but you know where Jota could play that left-hand side and play that sort of like almost false 9-9 position. He wasn't an out-and-out 9, if that makes sense. But, you know, he was very good in the box and stuff like that. I think that's where you could get the best out of him. You know, I know he can play on the right. He's played a few games out on the right. I just don't think we bought him to be a right-sided winger at all. I think he's been I think he's been brought in to play that left-hand side central area. You know, it'd be a great option.
Jay, I don't want to say it, but do you think he is Jota's replacement? Because the similarities is there in every way. Like, if you look at Jota, he played all over that front line. If you know what I mean, even when Salah went to the AFCON, who was on the right side? Jota. You know what I mean? Sometimes who was on the left side? Jota. Who was at front? Jota. So I know, like, everybody say they look alike or whatever it is, but I'm talking about the player's ability. He's so much like him from what I can see, and I think this is what they brought him in for. A squad player, and who's willing, you know, to come off the bench, who's willing to start, ain't gonna moan, if you know what I mean. I think that's what he's been brought in for, because we miss a player like that. He's different to the rest of the strikers that we have, because Isak and Ekatike, they're similar, aren't they? But he's different, this guy. So, yeah, I think they've gone back and looked at, you know, what made us better. And when Jota was there, filling in those roles, made us a better team when he was there. That's what I think, anyway.
I'm with you. I just feel like, you know, when we talk about Cody, we talk about the two positions he plays, mostly his wing and the striker role for his needed you. And then the manager, apparently, according to all the reports, it was him pushing the Munoz deal, and his best two positions are left-hand side and that striker role. We know Rio is going to be that left-hand side winger, so he's an out-and-out winger, Rio. That's his game. You know, Diamonde's an out-and-out winger. That's his game. Munoz is the player that I think every team needs. That option that can play multiple positions in a forward line.
And he's quick as well, don't forget.
And he's lightning quick, so it could be a really good bit of business, this guy. It really could. So, and then if you're looking to get maybe one more winger with that, I just wonder where Cody fits in all. That's what I'm trying to think.
I honestly think we're harsh on Cody, Jay. I honestly think we're harsh on Cody.
Cody's quite versatile, you know. Whether you rate him or not, Cody's still quite a versatile player.
We forget that, Drifty. You know, like what he contributed in the season that we won the league, not only domestically in Europe as well. You know what I mean? The amount of goals he assisted and got in Europe. And the cups as well. I think he was top scorer in the cups, wasn't he, or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, in Klopp's last season, I think he was top goal scorer in the League Cup when we won the League Cup. So
there you go. So when Cody is at his best, he's one of the, you know, good wingers that we have, if you know what I mean. And not only that, it's like what you just said, Drifty. He's versatile. So if there's a position in midfield that we need a filling in for the time being, if someone is injured and we have got no options, you could place him there. If you need a striker, you could place him there. If you need a right winger, you could place him there. If you need a left winger, you could place him there. So if you got this versatile player at your disposal, that's to your advantage. So I don't see the issue. And he's at the right age. What is he, 27? And at his best, you know what I mean? Nobody was complaining, Drifty and Jay and Dean. But all of a sudden, because of last season, everybody's complaining about him. He's cutting in. He's been cutting in since he's been here. You know what I mean? It's not a new thing. So I think just give
He's
the guy
going
a
to the
chance.
byline at the World Cup.
Yeah, there you go. He's doing a lot. He's doing a lot of damage. He's a goal scoring midfielder as well. And you know, when he plays up front, he doesn't look out of place. When he plays in midfield, he feels like, you know, one of the midfielders. And when he plays out wide, he at his best, you know, he's one of the good midfielders out there. So I don't think like we should judge Cody Gakpo on last season. Just think about before that. Were you complaining about him before that? Were you complaining about him? The half a season he came in, wasn't you like loving it? He chose you over Man United on top of that too. So the guy has got something, as we can see in the World Cup. In the right environment, he will show his ability as a player. But, you know, don't just judge these players on last season. Arne Slot just ruined everybody, man. I'm telling you guys. You're going to regret it. Everyone that's, you know, trashing these players, they're going to regret it next season. Because football is about psychological factor. Actually, is key in footballers. And what I've seen of Iriola, the way he gets into the players at Bournemouth, the way he makes them believe they're better than what they are, he could do the same at Liverpool Football Club. If he makes these players believe, they will run through a wall for him. And everybody knows that who plays football. If you believe in someone that believes in you, you give it your all on the pitch. And that's what I see with Ariola when he comes in.
No, I hear what you say there. My issue with it, though, is like the versatility of Gakpo is, if I'm Cody, I'm a little concerned because the manager's made sure he's gone and bought this player who plays in all your positions that you're versatile in.
He was never a first teamer. You guys know that. He was never a first teamer. He was never a first teamer before. When Diaz was here.
When a manager comes in for a player they want, they go to play that player, ain't they?
But Jay, don't you look at... Sorry, Jay. I don't want to interrupt, Jay, but don't you think the amount of games we will play next season in Europe, in the Cups, in the Premier League and everywhere else, it will actually, you know, accommodate all these players, you know, to play a lot of games. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they will have a lot of fair share of games because of the amount of competitions we're in. So I think they'd be fine with that. It's not like Cody Gakpo, even in his best season, he was actually starting every game. Him and Diaz always rotated. I mean, when he couldn't play in the left wing, they put him up front. When he couldn't play up front, they played him on the right. So he can go all over the pitch, if you know what I mean. So that's how I see it. Squad rotation is key if you want to be successful domestically and in Europe.
I hear you, but the problem is we didn't have Rio then, who the club would feel like he's going to be.
I think we're putting too much on Rio, personally, mate.
Yeah, but no, the club believe he's going to be the next left winger superstar, yeah? So they don't want to break, they don't want to put too much in his pathway to make that position his, yeah?
Yeah.
If Cody and Munoz are playing far more minutes than Rio next season on that left-hand side, Rio will ask to leave eventually if that carries on.
I don't think you looked at it before the World Cup as well. Rio can play on the right. He was brilliant on the right for England. You know what I mean? So he can switch up to the right as well. So there's always a position open, you know, for a player like Rio anyway. I honestly think because of his age, he's 17. If you give him too much, it will spoil him as a player. Take your time with him, man. And then let him develop as a player, because he will go up and down as a player. Because if you push him too quickly, Jay, he will be ruined. And that's what I don't want to see with Rio. I believe he's got that talent to be a top player at Liverpool Football Club. But it depends on his mentality. Is he going to be that kind of mentality that, you know, demands things? Or is he that kind of mentality that's willing to progress as a player? So I just want to see what kind of a player he is. If we push him too quickly, Jay, it can spoil him as a player, bro. I honestly think
it can, but it depends what he wants. Yeah, it's what I'm saying. Like, he will believe even at 18 he's better than them players, and he'll want to play.
It's a dangerous game, isn't it?
It's that's my whole worry on it. We didn't like the club of. I keep saying it. The club have made sure they have told the world Rio is that guy. We don't want to put too much in front of him where he can't get into the team. Yeah. If you keep Gakpo, you keep Munoz, and you keep Rio, that's all three left-sided players.
But if you look at Gakpo's age, he's 27, right? So since
on
Rio is
280
developing as a player, no, he's not going to stand in his way, is it, really, if you think about it? When Rio's about 20, 21, he could be the first.
The crazy thing with this Real situation is you have to make sure you keep a prodigy when there's such a scarce amount of good wingers in the world, especially.
Exactly, mate.
But you definitely cannot let an 18-year-old be demanding at a club like Liverpool.
No, you
And
can't.
at a club like Liverpool, an 18-year-old is supposed to know his role and shut his mouth.
Exactly.
With all due respect, no 18-year-old should be coming to Liverpool and start. Because you know teams like Real Madrid, ain't no 18-year-old coming in and telling Real Madrid what's what. Ain't no way that's happening. And Liverpool's meant to be on that level. Do you
We're
know
an
what I'm
elite
saying?
club, apparently.
Yeah. So
but Drifty, the problem is, then you're gonna have Real Madrid coming in for him, and then
that's why I said it's a scary balance.
And then this is what we're saying. This is what we're saying.
Yeah,
we're not saying like Rio's this like Lamine Yamal or anything like that, but he's obviously a very talented footballer. And when you've got a talent like that, you know, you want to protect him, obviously. Of course you do, because he's a young guy, but you also want to make sure he's yours for the next 10 years because of the talent he has.
He's got to have the mentality for Liverpool as well, Jay.
Yeah. So in the transfer market, how do you think about going around that situation where you're not blocking his pathway where he's getting enough football? It's like last year, he played 18 games in the Premier League, which sounds like a lot of games. But minute-wise, I think he played 550 minutes, which is really small. So you're looking for next season Rio to probably play 1,000 minutes in the Premier League. So
I think he'll have more games next season. I think that.
If you've got two wingers on his side of the pitch, and the other factor is we've got to take in, guys. According to Capology, Cody Gakpo is on £312,000 a week, right?
Wow.
He's on, because he's on.
That's with bonuses, isn't it?
He's on a 63 grand bonus as well, which makes it over 300 grand.
Well, you better start performing, bro.
But what are the bonuses, though? What are they, though?
I don't know.
It's got to be goals and appearances, isn't it?
Yeah, it probably is appearances, and that's why he plays all the time. So, like, Liverpool aren't going to keep Cody round. Like, when a player's on that wage, he's got to be the starting player for Liverpool. It's just the way it is. I don't know. I think Cody's in the shop window, and I think Liverpool only selling for a good price. You know,
but Jay, like, if he leaves, someone's got to come in, right? You can't just.
But that's what I was saying. Tottenham's there. Tottenham are spending money right now. Tottenham are looking to buy everyone. So is that a realistic option?
And you know what? I think Tottenham would actually do really well with Gakpo.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Of course they will, bro. Especially with the new manager as well.
Do well at that. Like, I still think because they're such an easy club to laugh at, especially they nearly got relegated. Yeah,
twice.
I think people, twice. Jesus, I think people are actually forgetting that at that level, De Zerbi is top notch.
Oh, he is.
I don't think De Zerbi is Real Madrid, Liverpool level, but at Tottenham level, he's top class. He's going to have Tottenham cooking. Trust me.
100%. Sixth or seventh next season, trust me. They're going to be up there.
Yeah,
they're going to be up
there. Easy Europe next season for Tottenham.
Tottenham have only 2 centre-backs so far, ain't they?
Yeah.
I think
and the Bournemouth then, didn't they? For free.
And Robertson, obviously. They've got Robertson, the best left back in the world.
Would you guys take Van der Ven?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't take Van der
As left back. Left back.
I mean, it's not the worst idea in the
world.
Cover
defender kind of thing, left back.
I think Van der Ven's a quality.
Because Virgil's coming to the end, innit? And we're expecting Jacket and Leone to be the future, innit? So if you have Van der Ven around them, wouldn't that be a better option if Gomez is leaving?
According to Lewis Steele today, we're looking at a Chelsea centre-back. Now, I made it a laugh earlier. I made it a laugh earlier. I was talking to the missus earlier, laughing about it. I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we bought Trevor Chalobah.
No chance, Jamie. Jamie, don't say that now, Jamie.
Chalobah?
No, Jamie.
No,
he's homegrown. If that's why you're.
So, like Liverpool, apparently.
Chalobah.
So I don't know if you guys seen the Lewis Steele interview. He's basically talking about like Chelsea got a lot of centre backs and then they're looking to buy a new one in now, the Chelsea guy.
It's the Achapimbo.
But Jay, Chalobah, all the defense they have,
the pro
going around,
right?
Or is it Achapong or something like that? Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool buy, like, according to Lewis Steele, he might know something. I don't know, but it sounds like we're looking at a defender from Chelsea. So
I see as well, Jamie.
Worst part of their team is their centre backs and their wingers. We don't buy anybody from Chelsea. We shouldn't be buying anyone from Chelsea.
Exactly, mate.
The only player from Chelsea I'm taking is Hato. I don't want anyone else.
He's
He's versatile.
bruv,
He's versatile, isn't he?
No,
He's
but
versatile.
that's their first choice now because Cucurella's gone.
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
know,
That's true.
100%. But he's
But
the
it's-
only
it's-
one I
it's-
would take.
Bro, it's that Achapong guy. I'm telling you, it's him that we're looking at. The youngster.
I'm not saying he's crap.
See, I
but
don't
yeah,
know.
he would be, man.
I said I wouldn't be surprised if we got Trevor Chalobah. It just wouldn't shock me.
That's out of this, Jamie. That's out of this world. That can't happen. Chalobah is not even young no more. I feel like he's been there for
Chalobah.
decades now. There's no way.
How old
Hell
is
no,
Chalobah
man.
actually?
He
Huh?
must
Because
be.
what I'm thinking is that Liverpool are probably going to want an experienced centre back. They ain't going to want another young guy when they've got Leone and Xhaka as the two centre backs who are both 18 and 19. They're going to want another experienced guy.
But Chalobah? Oh,
Chalobah's crazy. Jamie.
Right? You know what? He's 26. You're right. He's actually older than I thought he was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro, he's been there for time.
That's what I'm saying.
they loaned him out every time as well.
How old is this Achapong guy?
He's about.
You know what?
20,
I would love
19,
to. I would
20.
love to ask Chalobah's parents what they're thinking when they named him Trevor, because that's such an old school name. I didn't think anyone gave out old school names anymore.
I ain't heard that name for years.
Proper old school, innit? I've never heard
Bro.
anyone use that name.
So Carwill's young. Achapong's what, 20?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
I
young,
just say,
that's
yeah,
cool.
So I
Achempa's
don't
20.
I don't see Liverpool getting another young guy like that when you've
Can't
got
be
Leone.
Chalobah though, Jamie.
It don't make no sense. You need another. I
But
think
even
we
another
all agree.
20-year-old is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So Trevor Chalobah's 25, a lot more experience. I'm not saying Liverpool do it. I'm just saying.
Is this based around these rumours of Lacroix?
So he's going to Chelsea.
Apparently, Chelsea are
done.
really like
Yeah, that's
after
done.
they're getting
Lacroix.
Lacroix. They're getting Lacroix, bro.
If they get him, someone in the chat just said it perfectly. So we let them go and get him, who is actually a good player. Then we take one of the guys that they don't think is good enough for our team.
Exactly.
Are
That's
you
what
out,
makes
are you out
sense.
your mind?
I just find
We're
it.
not getting Chalobah. We're not getting Chalobah.
No, hell no, mate.
I hope we don't, by the way.
Nah, man.
Because I was listening to Lewis Still thing, the way he said about Chelsea, he said, like, keep your eye out on this one. I'm trying to think of all the Chelsea centre backs that have got that are not young.
Achapong. It's Achapong. I'm
Yeah,
telling
but
you.
he's
we've linked
20.
with him.
There's no point buying another 20-year-old.
I'm not saying we should, bro, but that's the person
What
we was
if
linked with.
they still want Colwill?
Colwill's young.
Nah,
as
bro,
well.
Coble's finished, bro. He's finished. They
Colwell?
don't send him. Chelsea
That guy
will
can't
not
even
sell
stay
Cobble,
fit.
bro.
You
No,
can't
I
stay
know,
fit.
but you know how much we nearly paid 80 mil for him.
We did, yeah. Before Robertson, by the way. Before Robertson, Drifty.
Like,
That was crazy.
hey.
That was crazy.
You know what? I'll
They
be honest
won't.
with you.
Don't
If we're shopping at Chelsea,
Bad as
there's
Shilly.
only-
Yeah, could be bad as Shilly.
So, hey,
who would I
Jamie,
take
allow
from
it.
Chelsea?
Jamie, just allow it now.
Jamie, why are you giving
That
me
is-
this headache, man?
The Chelsea
Chalobah.
because when I listened to Lewis Still, it annoyed me with the Chelsea thing, and I'm looking for the back line of Chelsea. I'm thinking we don't need another young guy, man. We've got two there already that they believe is going to be the future anyway. You don't need a third. We need
I know,
experience.
Jamie. I know.
We
Well,
need
not
No,
Chalobah,
but Jay,
though.
that
Someone
doesn't
else.
mean that they won't buy Achempaong, though.
No,
Yeah,
it is.
mate.
I'm telling you now, it's Achapong. I'm telling you, I've seen this link.
The club are obsessed with these young
I've seen them.
players.
Yeah.
So Achapong, and then Xhaka and Leone all 18, 19, 20.
Yeah,
And then-
that is stupid.
And then
That is
Virgil's been
definitely-
uncle for a whole season, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's just crazy to me. That's just crazy.
I know.
I'm taking about 5 players from Chelsea squad at the most, I'll probably say.
Yeah,
Who?
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 I would take, like the chat about, like, I'd take Gusto.
They want
I'll take
75
Ben.
million for him.
I'd take Pedro.
70.
I'd take
There you go,
Caicedo. I'd take Cole Palmer.
I like
I'd
Gusto, to
take
be fair.
Reece James. After
Good,
that, I'm
good,
like,
good. Chelsea wants 75 million for Gusto.
because
That's
they know
going
there's
mad.
no right back. They know there's no right backs.
They know
available
right backs
in the
out there.
world,
They're
though.
in that
That's
in a
why.
lot. Yeah, he's right
There's
there.
not many right backs in the world. That's why.
75 million, man. I'd
70 mil
rather,
for
nah.
Gusto is crazy.
That's crazy, man.
I'd rather just keep Conor Bradley.
But no, but let's be honest, guys. You probably can't go and find me 10 right backs better than
I
Gusto.
would have bought Dumfries when we had the chance.
Is Dumfries better than Gusto? I doubt it.
Yes, he is. Dumfries better than Gusto.
You think
Come on.
so?
I mean, Dumfries is actually better than what people think he is. You know?
He is.
No,
better.
But he's old though,
I
man.
kinda
He's
rate
old.
that,
He's in his
though, you
30s
know?
now.
Dumfries is about to take Trent's spot for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Can I get Trent? Run me Trent back. Run Trent back.
Would you guys take him back?
Of
All of
course
you?
I would.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course
If
I
he
would.
apologizes, then he can come back.
I know Drifty is not happy with him. Yeah.
No, we need a public apology, Dean. We need a he did us hella dirty,
he's
bro.
not gonna
Nah,
say
come on,
something.
Dean. You cannot do what he done. Yeah, it's like the equivalency of when you see like celebrity couples and then one of them cheats. They've got to do a public display of an apology. They have to, bro.
That is the apology. You wanting me back? That's the apology.
I like the Brentford
Nah.
right back. What's his name again? What's the Brentford right back? I like the Brentford right back.
Coyote.
I like him.
Wait, run me Coyote all day long.
I think Coyote's good, man.
All day. I remember.
Just give me a strong right back. That's all I need.
Jamie's here now. Jamie, you've arrived. You've arrived into my arena now. Yeah? Telling you, this guy, Drifty, this guy is 21, right? And he's not African. He's not African. No African nations.
Yeah.
Italian, bro.
Have you guys? Hang on. Have you guys seen this player that plays for Germany, Felix Nmecha or something like Nmecha? The one who plays as a wingback.
Midfielder.
Yeah. But he plays as a wingback for Germany.
Yeah,
He plays for Dortmund.
He put that through ball in the other day and all
Yeah.
linked with him.
Look, but Jay, he's very good, mate. If you watch him at Dortmund, he's very, very good. He's like
He's a midfielder.
he's similar to Vieira. If you guys remember Vieira, like close control, getting out of tight areas with skill.
Do you remember Vieira? You said that. Hold on.
I don't know, bro. I'm doing with kids. Sometimes I do streams with young people, innit? So what do you expect me to do?
Vieira? Me.
There we go.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. The only Vieira I think of now is that youth from Arsenal that ruined the name.
Oh yeah.
Who?
He looked like a Russian postman.
That Vieira guy they got from was it Zaragoza or one of them? He was terrible, man. Jesus.
I
He's
don't
at
remember.
Porto now, isn't he? Is he at Porto?
Yeah, you don't even remember him, Dean. That's how crap he was.
I don't know, bro. I know. Wait, Foz, you're talking about Nemacha. What's his name? Nemacha or whatever.
Yeah, Fabio Vieira. That's it.
He's
Fabio
very
Vieira.
good, mate. You like him?
Yeah, Fabio Vieira. No, I see him. I see him playing the other day. I see this Nemacha playing the other day. He looks.
Yeah,
Where is he now?
he's solid, man. He's a central midfielder, but he could play wing back
hey.
as well. Yeah, he
Oh,
could play
he's
in
a
a way.
box
And he could
to
play as a
box
DM
player.
as well, and he's pretty tall as well.
What if Liverpool just going by that Keys Smith out of Newcastle's hands?
Oh, he's sick, man.
Oh, you're taking a piss
He's
now, Jamie.
sick, man. I can't believe
No,
it.
you're taking a piss.
Because
Just taking a
Liverpool
piss.
been interested in him apparently.
Yeah, we was.
Apparently,
I
Arsenal.
know, but we're
Apparently,
taking a
Arsenal
piss.
just spoke to Newcastle to buy Ramirez. I think.
What?
Guimaraes.
Yeah, I think Odegaard's leaving, so trying to sort out. the
If
midfield.
Guimaraes goes to Arsenal, then that must be the end of Zubimendi, right?
Yeah, Zubimendi's finished.
Yeah. No, but
I
it's just
can see
funny
him.
watching them spend that money. and
No,
how they don't
it'd be
win.
Odegaard. I think Odegaard's leaving Arsenal. I think that's the one I've seen a lot of Arsenal.
But
fans.
Guimaraes don't play 10.
Well, he just wants.
He wants to suck up DMs.
Well, Eze's going to play there. Eze's gonna play.
Odegaard's a DM10.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
Chris,
actually.
I'm telling you something now.
Mhm.
We know Gamarish don't have to run into a circle to go forward. You know what I mean?
So do you
And
think
you
the
gotta
rumors
remember-
about Man United wanting Odegaard are true then?
They ain't gonna send him to Man United. No chance. No chance. Them days
So
are
then
finished.
like Van Persie?
Them days are
Arsenal
finished.
deal with rivals, Dean. They seem to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're the top dogs now.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool go and get that Buadi. I think that's who Liverpool go and get midfielder.
Do you rate him, Jay?
Seven
Do
million,
you rate him?
And that's the
17.
first time I've seen him this World Cup. I've never seen him.
Oh,
Same first.
So
Do you know
can't
how
think
young
of
we
it.
could have of a starting lineup next year if we get all
I
of
know
these
they're all
young
going in
players?
ID. Do you know?
Yeah, but that's what Areola deals with, isn't it? Youngsters. That's what he
They're all
deals
going in
with.
ID.
Yeah, but that is a dangerous line to walk, man.
Can't go to the club after the game because they're all behind.
No one can drink champagne. You know what? Arsenal got Lewis Skelly in midfield as well, so he took Thingy's place. You know, Lewis Skelly. He took
You know-
Zubimendi's
Zubimendi.
place.
but look
Yeah.
at that. The versatile, see, versatile players, man. That's what you need in the team. bro.
Half our team next season will have to get changed in the toilets. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Byron going in the changing room.
No, seriously, guys. If you start from the defense, yeah, we could have Kirkes at left back. We could have Jacques or Leone playing, and then we could have Bradley at right back. That would mean the oldest defender outside of Virgil's 23. Then in midfield, we could have, say we do get this Buadi guy, we could have a 19-year-old, and then we could play him in midfield with Trey Neone and
Verts is young.
Verts. Then the oldest midfielder will be 23. And then the wingers could be a 19-year-old and 18-year-old. And then if Isak's not playing and Munoz is up front, he's 22, 23. Do you know how young that team is?
That's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
That's crazy, man.
Vibrant. Young and vibrant. No one's got kids.
Energy,
Crazy.
full of energy, Drift, man. Full of energy, man. They could run about, innit?
Wow, that is
and
crazy.
you could play with their minds as well.
No, it's too childish. That team's too childish. No one's got no responsibilities.
It's a very childish team.
No one's got no families. No one's got no responsibilities. It's too childish. It's too childish, bro. Seriously, man.
But wouldn't you want that? Come on, D.
No, man. At least some responsibilities, man.
I will say. I will say.
You could manipulate them, bro, to do things. Come on.
The thing is, though, if these players are good enough, they could grow together, couldn't they?
Exactly.
Yeah, Liverpool could be in a great place.
That's true.
Remember what happened with Man United back in the day? You can't win anything with kids, and look what happened.
I mean,
yeah, but they still had seniors in their team, though, bro. They had 3 kids.
Yeah, we've still got seniors. Alisson in goal, Virgil.
I'm not gonna lie though. We've seen Chelsea try and do it, and it's I don't know if it works. We try about these young
Chelsea.
The thing is that Chelsea bought shit.
Yeah, Chelsea's dumb, man.
No, but they thought they were good when they bought them. So we think Munoz is going to be good. What if he ends up being shit?
They bought a Russian winger because he got clapped off by Real Madrid fans.
Yeah, all right. Do you know how much I wish he'd just Arsenal just to be something else we could laugh.
So you buy players for that? Oh, damn.
Do you know? I think that I've always said it about even Chelsea fans say it. The players they buy, half of them ain't good enough.
No, but on the real though, bro, when you look at people like Badiashile and all these players, they were quoted as being great up and comers. They didn't just buy these guys for no reason. So this is what can happen when you take a chance on players and then it doesn't work out.
Yeah, but the thing is, Drifty, if you look at Chelsea, they chop and change every time managers and that, innit? There's no consistency in that football.
Yeah, I get that.
And not only that, there's not enough experience in that team. While I was doing shows with these guys at Judge Mo's channel, in the beginning of last season, they just asked me a simple question. I said, there's not enough experience, and the goalkeeper Sanchez ain't good enough either. So you got to buy the spine for that team in order for them to compete with them. Yeah, so this is what they do. They just buy for the sake of buying. There's no structure in place. Huh?
Is it? Hang on. I haven't seen Chelsea linked to a single goalkeeper. Is he there?
No, I think apparently he's good enough. Apparently,
Sanchez he's good enough rubbish. Now. He was rubbish, but now he's good enough somehow.
Somehow he's rubbish.
Somehow
and they've sold their best fullback under the manager's.
What is the experience of that team as well? Where's the experienced players in Chelsea? Like where is that? The ones that
even their midfielder isn't that experienced, is he? So
there's nothing in that club. They're not serious, mate. They're not serious.
In the best 21 when they bought him. I said it was 22 when they bought him. Even
that's what I'm saying, Drifted. There's no experience. You can't go with that.
The best young player that Chelsea bought was Cole Palmer.
By far.
Yeah, Cole Palmer. Well, and Pedro last year.
Oh yeah, Pedro. I forgot he's young. I forgot he's young, you know.
Yeah, I think Pedro's 23, 24.
Yeah,
so but if you look at their best players last year, they're probably Cole Palmer and João Pedro.
And how old are they? There you go.
So if you can buy obviously quality young players, it works, man. You know,
so if we're going to be going Chelsea, Pedro's the one we're supposed to be going to buy. That is what will gas me up. You know what I'm saying? If I hear we're going to buy Pedro, then I'm like, all right.
What about their Brazilian? What happened to him?
As well?
What happened to that Brazilian there?
What, the winger?
The winger.
Yeah,
he got injured. He got injured just before the World Cup, I think.
Oh, I'm thinking I heard about him for time.
Yeah, he got injured. Yeah, he got injured.
Wow.
Again, he's a good
he's a talent. That's
what I'm saying. If you look at
he needs to leave Chelsea to actually fulfill his potential, man.
Chelsea's quality younger players are the ones that are quality. You know, Esteval, Palmer, João
They're just
Pedro.
like experienced and a proper goalkeeper, man. They'll be fine after that. If they get an experienced centre back with a goalkeeper, I think they could do more damage than.
Don't give them no ideas. I like what they got there. I like the goalkeeper. Brilliant. Hey, Chelsea, your goalkeeper is absolutely amazing. Just keep him. Yeah,
good players, man. Good players there. Like,
brilliant.
We could be
building.
Go
on. Yeah, I'm gonna do the supers and then we get out of it.
You got Verts is only what 22, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ekitike's what 22, 23. I think Gravenberch is 23.
Yeah.
No, Grav must be 24 now. He must
Graham Jones is still 25.
23 still.
McAllister's 37.
You got
some. You got some.
McAllister's
24, yeah.
age in his dog years.
Szoboszlai's 25. You know, so like, and then you had.
What's the average age of them? Was it 24?
So the average age of our team 2 years ago was one of the oldest in the Premier League, wasn't it?
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we all grew. The problem Liverpool have had, and this is why we are in the way we are today, where it looks like we've destroyed our whole squad and rebuilding again because our team grew old together.
Yeah.
We all grew old together, and we didn't replace when we should have replaced. And now we're having to do it.
I've been saying that for a few years.
After
I remember I was saying it in your show.
We could have got Diamonde. If Liverpool been scouting Diamonde this long, why didn't they get him before Leipzig did for 20 million?
You know, Jay, I was thinking about that the other day. If you buy these players young age, and then the replacement for Salahs, the Van Dijks, and all that stuff in a young age, what they could learn under them, and then smoothly transition, we could still maintain success. And not only that, it would be cheaper for the football club as well if you do it that way. You know what I mean? So we don't have to spend a lot of money. Buy them young, make sure they are the ones who are, going to replace the players that's already playing. And then you could just smoothly transition. You just continue the success. That's what you could have done. But we didn't choose to do that.
But the thing is, Fuzz, we don't have to be good enough because we only know that Diamond is good because he's played first team football somewhere else. We would not have been after him. Like he'd just be a young player we know nothing about.
You could still make. I'm not saying you can't make marquee signings, but you could still buy these players in a young age and then smoothly transition while the other players are still there. If you know what I mean. And then once they leave, they got resale value. You replace them straight away, something like that. That's what you got. If you want to maintain success and you want to keep money in your bank account, that's the kind of way you go. Buy them young, similar to the players they're replacing. And then smoothly transition while they're there, learn under them, and then switch up. That's what you got to do, just to save money, in my opinion. That's how I see it. Because we don't like to spend a lot of money, as you guys know at Liverpool Football Club. When we spend too much, we have to get rid of a lot of players at the same time, and that's what.
Fozzie, don't leave the owners alone. Leave the owners alone.
Okay.
Don't go back into that.
I know you and Jamie are gonna have a go at me, but I'm gonna say no more.
Fozzie goes into a dark area for no reason.
But that's what I'm saying.
Guys. I'm just going through because someone in the chat just said Madrid Extra talking about Endrick. So I just thought I'd have a look and see if I could find anything. I actually can't find anything, but I've just seen Arbeloa wants somebody. Is Arbeloa Fulham manager?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, when the fuck did that happen?
2 days ago, something like that.
It'd be gone by Christmas.
Well, you don't rate him, Jay.
Well, as a manager.
No, he'd be gone by Christmas, man.
Wow.
I don't think he knows what it is, Prem. Bro, this is Prem. This ain't Spain.
That's
this
harsh,
is Prem.
man.
I find it a strange appointment. Thing is, Fulham don't spend money, and that team needs to spend a shitload of money for Arbeloa to be successful. So I'm not putting it all on Arbeloa's fault. Just Fulham don't spend money.
That's weird, though. Their owner is rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When do they spend though?
That's weird.
They don't have the income to be able to spend, do they? Look how small
they do what do Liverpool do in it, sell to buy kind of thing. Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah,
but I can't see any of this Endrick stuff, guys. I've just been all the way through Madrid Extra, and I can't.
There's Spanish managers in the league, yeah. There's Spanish managers.
People don't rate Endrick, though, do they?
Who's that?
No,
Arbeloa.
He's a good player, but
no, I rate Endrick. Yeah.
I rate him.
Yeah. I rate Endrick.
Not for us, though.
If Liverpool got linked with Endrick.
To play where? Where would you play him?
He's a striker. You can play at wide too.
No, but people saying
he can play wide right as well, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying, I'm saying as I'm saying Fozzie's killing me. I can't. Hendrick has to be that second. He's not my first choice.
I never said his first choice.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm saying if we buy someone, Hendrick, yeah.
Okay, Nunes or Hendrick?
Hendrick, obviously.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
I'm just saying, if I'm buying Hendrick, he's not my first choice.
Okay.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one.
Ooh, damn.
Me personally, I think everyone who's seeing Diamonde and seeing how well Diamonde is playing, Hendrick has got the same type of trajectory if he goes to the right club. For me, I think he's going to be one of the best players in the world if he makes the right decisions. Hendrick's a talent, man.
Reminds me a bit of Romario about him, the way he
I wouldn't have him over Diamonde, not as a right-sided player, but like he's more of a striker, really.
Yeah, he's a striker, that's what I'm saying. He's more of a striker, that's what I was thinking.
Having him on the bench for East, would be amazing.
You can't play him on the bench, bro. You can't buy Hendrick and he's a second choice, can you? He's gonna cost. How much is he gonna cost?
Well, we wouldn't even. I don't think we would buy him. I don't. Think
That's
we
what I'm
would.
saying. Because if you
Yeah.
buy him, he's a first team player now. Like, he's had a taste of first team. He's a first team player, so it can't be a squad
He
player.
would
can
play
it?
a lot of Liverpool, though. He would play a lot of Liverpool.
Especially with the injuries that we have, Drifty. Yeah.
Have you
Yeah, this
seen
is what I'm saying.
absolute piss take from Real Madrid just now
Go on.
What they do?
with Paz?
No, what have they
They
done?
got him-
with
they
it?
got
So Real Madrid. So breaking this is for Brizio. Real Madrid have officially informed Como they have activated the 9 million buyback clause on Nico Paz. Nico returns, and the club gives Como the chance now to buy him for 60 million from now till Monday. So
I
Real
respect
Madrid,
that.
have bought,
I
Real,
respect
Madrid,
that.
Real Madrid have bought him back for 9 million euros. He's released the buyback clause.
That's Real Madrid.
And then
That's
told
the Real
Como,
Madrid, man.
by Monday you can buy him for 60 million.
Do you know?
I
Do you know
respect
how
that.
bad
I
man
love
that is?
that.
But I've got to rate it though.
I love that.
Yes. 100%
I
Drifty.
love that.
Do you know what? That is actually as scandalous as gifting
Gangsters,
somebody
mate.
something somebody gifted you.
Yep.
You know when
And the
people
thing-
do that, which I think
don't
is
want Paz.
absolutely
They're not going to
scandalous,
play
by the
him.
way.
They're not
They
going to
don't
play
care.
Nico Paz.
They don't
They
care.
You're
bought
not
him
having
back.
him.
They
All
bought
that
him
matters
back.
is you're not having him. That's all matters.
That's-
You're not having him.
They could
By
have
the
just
way,
left him there, but they bought him back.
Before I finish the show, have any of you lot ever done that? You don't have to say who to or who
Yep.
from, but have any of you lot
Yep.
ever done that before?
Yes. Plenty of
Oh
times.
yeah, yeah.
It's a black thing. It's definitely a black. Ralph, if I can't use it, no one's using it. It's that.
Yes.
Oh what? Every
Yes.
Are we
Yeah,
talking
Jeff,
about
you
what I
ever
think we're talking
re-gifted
about?
a gift?
Oh, I thought you were talking about other things. So,
No,
No,
Jamie,
have you
Jamie,
ever
no,
re-gifted
no.
a
No, that route, mate. Please, Jay. Yeah, come on, man.
have I ever re-gifted a gift?
Yeah, standard.
Does-
Of
no,
course you
does
did,
it-
Jay.
does
Come
it
on, Jay, you
count-
did
does
it.
it count if you give it to, say, your brother?
It's fine.
It's fine,
No,
mate.
I have
It's fine.
That's not
re-gifted.
really
I have-
re-gifting, is it? That isn't
Yeah,
really.
I have
But if
re-gifted.
you wrap it up and then take
That's
it, and be
re-gifting.
that
Wrapping
is-
it up is re-gifting.
Yeah. I have re-gifted.
Yeah.
She was.
I've
she was-
never re-gifted, but I've let my brother
He was
have something
pissed
I
off,
realised I'm
yeah.
not going to get any use out of.
Yeah, I wrapped it up, presents and shit. Yeah.
Can we
good.
stop
You lot
saying
are
wrapped it up and
diabolical. That's
re-gifting? This is
nasty
mad.
work, man.
Stop saying wrapped it up, man. This is mad.
It's that.
Oh man, that's while we're here. Have you ever actually just told someone, "I don't actually like this. I think you should just take this back"?
Yeah.
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 You
I don't
lot
think
are
I'm selling them
savage.
words. I ain't selling them words. But I have.
How did you word it?
I think I said, yeah, cool. It's nice, but it's just not for me. Like, I've rearranged the words.
Okay.
I can see why, like, someone else will appreciate this more than me, sort of thing.
You
I
actually
think
said words? I just left it in the house, man. I went, man. I didn't do anything like that. I just leave it.
You
I just
left
leave
it in their house.
in the house. Yeah,
Because
just,
you're
I'll pretend I
demons,
forgot
you're
it.
demons.
That is
You're-
diabolical,
No,
bro.
you're demons. You're not. You're
Did you,
demons.
what you
That's
mean?
why.
They were chasing.
I'll
you
pretend I
down the
forgot
street?
it. I pretend I
What
forgot
was
it.
it?
Yeah, so you're like, no, I didn't.
What Fozzie's not telling you? What Fozzie's not telling you is that that's crazy. That's crazy.
I Fuzzy, that's nasty work, bro. That's nasty work.
No.
Oh,
These
my
are demons. I swear.
Yeah, what Fozzie's telling you is that she lived there. So
Yeah, true, Jay. True.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't actually have it. Yeah, I'll just take the gift. I've never been able to say to someone, I don't like this. I'm not gonna get any use out of this.
Yeah, same.
Never
That's
been-
not. It's
I've
a
never
gift,
been
bro.
able-
I'll say that about condoms.
About who?
and
We're not on your show yet, Jamie. We're not on your show
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, yeah.
Said that about
Jamie's
what
just
did you say
transitioned.
about?
He's transitioned to his show already.
Is he gonna get me cancelled if he repeats it?
Yeah, I won't repeat.
Yeah, he's gonna get cancelled.
Diabolical. Let me hit this last super before we're out of here. Big up Mantis says not Liverpool related, but big up to is that Zam? Who is
Zambia.
their name?
Bizarre.
Is it Zambia?
Is Zambia in the World Cup? I don't know.
Yeah, they're not in the World Cup though. What? Who's their day?
Zambia's not in the World Cup.
No, but so I'm thinking, who's their day? Does anyone know?
South Africa.
for
Is
me-
it also?
Is it
South
South Africa? South
Yeah,
Africa.
that flag is South
thought
Africa.
South Africa,
South
but
Africa.
did South
Yeah,
Africa make it out of the group? I didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
they made
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
They did,
South
they did,
Africa.
they did.
Did
Yeah.
they?
They're through,
Oh,
bro.
shit,
Yeah.
okay. Fair play to that. Yeah, I thought it was South Africa. There was like South Africa ain't made it out. They make it out, yeah? Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. First time we've made it out. It's Mantis. I should have put 2 and 2 together. My bad.
Yeah.
First time we've made it out of the group stages. Hopefully we get Baby Drogba. That's his nickname soon. Who's Baby Drogba? Oh, Diamonde. Is that what people are calling him?
Bruv, I've had enough of this.
Well, he's from there.
Playing for Ivory Coast is the only thing they've got in common because he can't be playing star. They don't play anything like each other.
Baby Drogba's mad.
Baby
So
Drogba.
that has to be the only thing. Hey, you know what? I thought South Africa were going to go out after their first 2 games. So big up to them, man.
Big up, man.
Am I the only one who can't get into this World Cup?
I'm loving it now, man.
I'm struggling, and then sometimes I'm not. It's a weird.
You know what I like about it? Like I said before, Drifter, it's the underdog stories. There's so many underdogs doing well, man. I like that. That's what draws me to things like this.
The thing with the underdog stuff, yeah, it all stops soon.
Yeah, I know, though, Jay.
All the big teams just go and win it.
Yeah.
I can't. I think the reason I can't get into it is just at the times. You know,
I'm loving it, man.
Watching football in bed is mad. It's mad.
Yeah, trying to watch
fall
football lying down is extremely.
I was watching the England game on the bus. You know how weird that is.
Yeah, that's mad.
But the thing is, Jay, think about it this way: it's once in a
I was
while.
even on
innit?
top deck like a brick.
It's once in a while, innit? It's not always like this. Is it the World Cup? It's mainly in Europe, innit? But once in a while, it's fine, man.
I just 11 p.m. games, you know, then 2 a.m. game, then a 4:20 game in the mornings. Like,
You know what, Jay? I can't remember World Cup '94 being like this time. I swear they played in the afternoons in World Cup '94.
No, it wasn't this because I was so young. My parents would never let me watch it if it was at 4 o'clock in the morning and all
I
that.
saw shitloads of daytime games.
Yeah, it was. I swear.
Well, they've admitted they've done it on purpose for the humidity.
Yeah, right.
No. Commercial.
we know.
You know that's gone over hydration break.
Yeah, of course.
So they can
Let me say something to you guys here, yeah? I couldn't believe it myself, yeah. I was talking about this earlier, actually. I went to Madison Square Garden, yeah. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm a WWF, whatever. I watched Raw, yeah. I seen Stone Cold for the first time ever. I did not know the commercial breaks that they have is actual commercial breaks. The actual wrestlers stop during commercial breaks. So say they're huddling up and all that stuff. The lights go out, and all of a sudden, the wrestlers start speaking to each other, and then they say it's a commercial break, and then they turn the lights back on, and they wrestle again. I did not know this actually existed. I swear, hand on my heart, that's what I saw.
It's because it's TV show.
They stop for commercial breaks in wrestling. They turn the lights off and everything.
It's not like this. It's not like that now, but back then it was. Yeah,
It's crazy, bro.
Hold on, talk about giving away the perception.
That's madness.
I was in shock.
And Fuzzy, you still think it's real? I can't believe it.
Yeah, leave me alone, bro, man. Come
I
on.
still think Santa's real, so leave it, man.
I think the crazy thing that Americans do with commercials is they will finish the show, go to commercial, come back, and then show the credits.
Yeah,
crazy, bro.
Watch the credits.
Yeah.
I've never known anybody who watches credits.
I would never watch American
Apart
TV,
from a
guys,
Marvel
man.
movie because you want the Easter egg. Other than that,
Yeah.
who watches commercial? Who watches credits?
I'm out of there.
Commercials are in America. If you're watching the movie on normal TV every 5 minutes, so you're not even watching the movie anymore.
Yeah,
like
no,
every
they're
5 minutes.
obsessed. They are obsessed. They're absolutely
It's crazy.
obsessed in America with commercials. It's mad. When I was watching American TV when I was in America,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that it was literally every 5 minutes a commercial.
It's always about drugs, in it, Drifty. It's always about drugs.
Yeah.
Have you got a
Yeah,
headache?
and the
this
fact
pill.
that I would, bro, when I was in America, yeah, I had a cold. I seem to always get a cold when I go to a hot country. I don't know if it's the temperature change or whatever. So I'm in the petrol station or whatever the pharmacy is that they have, and I'm looking at all of the cold medicine. Every single one of those medicines was going to make me more sick than just getting rid of the cold.
Yeah.
So I just kept the runny nose, bruv. That was it. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm swapping a runny nose for anal bleeding and stomach cramp? What?
What's this head? What's happened there? From
Bro, I don't know
anal
what's in their
bleeding?
medication, bro. I have no idea what's in their
I know
medication,
bleeding is
bro.
mad. I ain't gonna lie.
From nose,
Bro,
from runny
crazy,
nose. to
bro.
anal
I'll keep the
bleeding.
runny nose, thanks.
Yeah, it's mad, man.
No
That's a
one
mad
can
extreme. That's a mad extreme, bro.
Madness, bro.
No,
Absolute madness, bro. But no, on that note,
you should look it off now.
we can't finish an anal bleeding. That's mad.
Finish somewhere.
it is what it is. It is what it is. Apparently, that's the reality of the cold medicine in America. So it is what it is, bro. Have you guys got anything? Oh yeah, obviously Jay promote the show.
5 to 10 guys, which is going to be mad because everyone is Richard Hughes tonight with their £200 million budget.
Oh yeah, yes, I got to do that. Yes,
and don't forget player sales as well if you want to add more to it.
Yes.
That's going to be fun. And then I'm sure we'll talk about some weird shit as well. So
of course we
will.
It's a vibe.
Boss, you got anything coming up, bro?
Nah, man. No. I'll be tomorrow. Probably I'll do something, but not now.
Okay.
Thank you, brother, for inviting me, man.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Every time, bro. Every time. Dean, got anything coming up, bro?
Nothing today. Nah. Mostly tomorrow afternoon or something. I can't do nothing in the morning. I got to be out early tomorrow. So Jamie, I might finish early tonight still. I'll go up early. Yeah, nothing tonight or tomorrow morning. Maybe tomorrow afternoon I might do something still.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what, bro? Big up to you as well, bro, because it's a testament to how good of a dad you are, how much your kids spoil you. So big up to you, bro.
Oh, 100%.
Big up to you. But no, I'm never going to lie, bro. Your kids make sure they always take you out and treat you, bro. That's blessed, man. I love seeing that, bro. So big up to you, man. Big up to you. And I hope all the fathers on Father's Day had a good day as well, man. Big up to all the fathers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my kids got me a new Liverpool kit. I was happy.
Shut up.
They got you the new Liverpool kit. Oh, big up, man.
No, I'm jealous. My kids didn't do that. I didn't get a new Liverpool kit. No.
And then my daughter bought me moisturizer, and I was like, "What are you trying to say?"
There's a message in there, Jamie. There's a message in there.
And then my son bought me charcoal clay mask. I was like, "What is going on here?"
No, Jay. I tell you what the problem is. There is they go shopping with mummy. They see her buying that for herself, and now they're thinking that's what daddy was.
Well, what it is, they give you at school. So at their school, they're allowed to take a few quid in each because they had a Father's Day like market in their school where they can go in the stalls and just buy what they want for their dads. And my boy bought me this as well. This nice cup. It says, "How you make me proud" cup. And he bought me that as well. So
that's wicked.
But that all came from them themselves with no one helping them. So it actually meant more than anything, really.
Yeah, that's blessed, man. That's blessed, man. Well, you too, Jay. Everyone knows you're doing big
He's a brilliant dad, man. He's a brilliant dad.
Something that must be very, very difficult to go through. So great, you're a great dad as well, bro. So
yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Big up to you, lot, man. I'm actually proud of all my friends.
Sell him. I ain't got
Nice one.
I don't have one friend who is a bad dad. Like, because I would pull him up about it or say so. Like, I don't have one friend who's a bad dad. I respect all of you lot. You lot all doing bits, man. Yeah. Going against the grain of dads ain't there and all that crap. I love it.
Yeah,
you lot all great dads.
Dads. I think dads are extremely important in a child's life. I really do. Yeah. I think they're really important, and I don't think dads get the credit that they should get. A lot of the time.
Jay, I can tell you
credit. Mums deserve credit. Yeah, I'm not going to take that away from mums, but
yeah.
I think jobs dads do, the good dads out there, and there's shitloads of good dads out there. Yeah, you get the arseholes here and there that bring it all down, but there's some tremendous dads out there that absolutely adore and love their children. And I think all kids need that mother and father aspect in a family home, and because you get the learning of both, don't you?
Yeah.
Very important.
Nice one, Jay.
Big up all the dads, man.
Definitely true, man.
Big up, man. Changing the narrative, man. Changing the narrative. I love it. Big up Becky. Big up yourself, Bex. Says great lads and great dads. Like up, you'll never walk alone. VVD. Big up Bex, man. But yeah, no, I love it, man. I love it. But on that note, we will be back tomorrow, guys. We should hopefully have everything set up for the Kopish collab show, so that should be all good.
Imran, that's mad.
Imran, it's too early, Imran.
I hear what you say.
Come back
it's true, though. It's true.
Imran, you're right, though. You're right. It's true.
It's true. Do you know what? I saw a comedian, so I know this is a tangent. I saw a comedian make a joke the other day that was hilarious and said, everyone who's here is a winner because the only way you were born is that you won the first race of your entire life. And I thought about it. I know they're making a joke, but that's actually so true.
Yeah, I heard that before. Yeah.
Definitely true, bro.
It's true, though. It's true.
Do you know how much I've wasted? Like, that's also a point.
Jay, man, it's too early.
Oh, my God.
It's too early.
I told you,
bro.
Gift, you need to lock it off now.
What's the time?
James is getting into the mode.
Too
Lock
early,
it off
bro.
now. James, you can see James getting comfortable. You got to lock it off, bro. Look how he's sitting back, arms crossed. Drifty, I'm telling you, lock it off now, quickly.
Yeah, no, we're going. People, we got your damn selves every time. Let's say smash that like button on the way out,
Yeah,
guys.
man.
I will see you again tomorrow, man. Until then, peace it out.
We'll be right back.